no face, 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 no face. Yeah, no face, no face, no face, no face, no face. Alright, let's get this shit started. Ugh. Mm-hmm. Ugh. That's my shit. Let's go. Are you ready for tomorrow? Before we get to today, are you ready for tomorrow? It's finally time. It is finally time for these people to stop pretending the movie don't exist. Finally time. My God. They was making us wait. They was making us wait. Finally. God. Those of you who aren't clued in yet, you ain't been on Twitter. The movie 3 trailer dropping tomorrow. 2 Moz, as we used to say 20 years ago. These are the time periods it's dropping. The UK, 2 p.m. Eastern time, 9 a.m. Pacific time, 6 a.m. So if you're in LA, either stay the fuck up or go to bed the fuck early. The shit's going down, right? You're probably thinking, is Prem gonna do a reaction video or whatever the fuck? Fuck a reaction video, okay? It's 2024, okay? We ain't got time for no videos. We going live. Fuck it. Live reaction to the shit, okay? We gonna hear Keanu's voice live. You gonna see the shit fresh, okay? I don't know why I'm going live. I just feel like going live. So we're gonna go live. Because why the fuck not? Right? We gotta see the shit. We gotta see it. We gotta react live. We gotta discuss. Right? We don't even know, like, are Rouge and Amy in the movie? Do we even fucking know? Got no fucking idea. No idea. What if Rouge and Amy are in the movie and I don't react live and it's like pre-recorded? Ugh. We gotta go live. Someone said Premierless needs some content. Okay, I mean, don't worry. Premierless fans, apparently they exist. I got you covered because Nintendo got a direct tomorrow as well. So, we got a direct. So, 6 a.m. Pacific time, we got Sonic Movie 3 trailer. 7 a.m. Pacific time, Nintendo dropping a direct. So, after that, I finish reacting to the trailer, then it's direct time. Direct to the direct. And that will be on Premierless, the non-Sonic channel, which I stopped plugging here because, let's face it, you niggas don't want no non-Sonic content. But for those of you who want to check that out, the direct's gonna be there. I don't think Shadow Generations is gonna be there in any significant capacity, considering we just got a trailer. Maybe there'll be a look, I don't think there'll be a new trailer for the direct that's like how many days after the Gamescom. Maybe they'll show shit they've already shown for the game, but just on the direct for Nintendo fans who haven't been paying attention. Maybe they'll re-show some shit. But like a brand new trailer? I don't know about that. Okay. But yeah, Premierless will get that direct. I was gonna say I'll play something before, but I can't because the movie trailer is gonna be before, so like that's just not gonna happen realistically. But yeah, tomorrow is stacked. I'm looking forward to it. This trailer is gonna be crazy, right? Keanu Reeves, man. Keanu Reeves. This is about to be his best movie since The Matrix. I mean, some people are gonna be mad at. I'm not even gonna lie. I ain't watched John Wick. I ain't watched that shit yet. I gotta watch that. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But like, you know, it's shit gonna be hype. Okay. It might even be the best movie this year because this year's been kind of mid for movies. I'm not gonna lie. People been overhyping that Dune shit. It was okay. It wasn't all that. You know, so best movie of the year slot is still open. Okay, Doom was okay. Deadpool and Wolverine was cool. Yo, Pumpkin with the $10 donation. Thank you for the support. Sonic 3 and Shadow Gems are hype. Is the Sonic franchise finally cooking? It seems like we're finally getting somewhere, okay? People have been saying, right? People have been saying that Sonic X Shadow Generations is going to be the perfect entry point for newcomers, right? Because we've been needing an entry point for a while. Frontiers, I don't think was the perfect entry point because it was too jank, let's be real, right? It was too much jank in that game. Sonic Generations was the perfect entry point, but obviously, you know, it hadn't been re-released on later platforms, so, I mean, except for like Series X and S and all that. So you couldn't really use it as an entry point for someone with a current gen console. So bringing back the OG gens and then adding Shadow gens, it seems like it's about to be like the go-to entry point. Like if someone's like watched movie 3 and they're like excited, say they're like a kid or whatever, they just saw movie 3 and like, what am I gonna play? I'm gonna play Sonic X Shadow Generations, right? Sonic Generations is fire. Shadow Generations is looking fire. Like, you know, doesn't seem too difficult. It doesn't seem too bullshit basic like Forces. It seems like it's gonna be a good entry point for people, right? So I'm looking forward to that, you know, and the graphics look really nice on Shadow Gens. I'm really hoping the mods go crazy for Shadow Gens as well. And like, yeah, man, the trailer, Keanu Reeves movie, like, it's looking like it's a good year for our Lord and Savior, the Sonic, and our Devil, and what's the opposite of Savior? I don't know. The Shadow. I was trying to come up with something on the spot. I got nothing. Okay, you already know what happened before. We got the Doom Powers trailer. We already saw that. You can actually see that. I think there's a challenge gate in here or something. These are like the Generations challenge gates. We got some shit to go through. It's not crazy shit, but there's definitely some shit we gotta go through. You can see here, that's like the hub world. You see the Space Colony arc in the, what's it called? The Generations font, you know, the hub world font. So that is like a glimpse at like how the hub is gonna look. It's basically like the white world in Generations, but like, you know, 3D, right? So it's looking interesting. I heard your thoughts about the graphics. What do you think of the gameplay of the new trailer? I mean, it looks like what you'd expect for like as I said before, it's like the boost middle ground. That's the way I see it right now. If you haven't seen my video on the boost middle ground, let me just go to the thumbnail right quick so you can like take a look. See this thumbnail right here? This is how I feel, right? If this is me ranking the boost levels, this is how I rank them. On the right being the best ones, the left being the worst ones. This is where I put Shadow Generation so far. Like, it surpasses the worst ones, which is obviously Forces, Colors, Cyberspace. I'm not really sure if it passes the best ones, which is Unleashed, Gens. I included Rush, even though we're talking like 3D games, but Rush is the GOAT, so, you know. But yeah, I feel like it's in the middle. Bang in the middle, right? I just don't think it's gonna beat Unleashed in terms of like the level design, because the thing of it is a personal thing, but I love when the levels are ruthless, right? When they try and like, you know, they just punish you, right? I don't want it to be too soft on me. And nowadays, you know, games tend to be a bit more soft. Not all the games, but a lot of games will be softer to appeal to a wider audience. I get it. Even Generations wasn't a hard game, but it was just so well designed that it's still up there. But, you know, how do I feel about Modern Sonic and Classic Sonic getting the drop dash? The drop dash makes sense for Classic Sonic. For Modern, I mean, have it there, but he's got a boost. And if you know how to play Generations at all, you should never really be running out of boost anyway. So when are you gonna use the fucking drop dash anyway? But for Classic Sonic, it makes sense. But from what I've seen, and we're gonna get into that, from what I've seen, the drop dash doesn't look powerful enough for Classic Sonic. Considering how OP the spin dash is in Generations, the drop dash would kind of have to be somewhat OP as well to even be truly useful. So if it's not powerful enough, it could affect how much you're gonna use this shit, right? But yeah, just gonna quickly skim through this trailer before we continue. And also, like, these recommended shorts, I don't know what the fuck they're doing with these. What are these shorts? Why can't you disable this shit? I mean, you can if you're the creator of the channel, but like, why are these fucking shorts on this? They got nothing to do with the content here. What is this? Why? Like, what? Do any of these shorts have anything to do with Sonic X Shadow Generations? It's like the moment a video gets marked as made for kids, they just start putting random shit there. Random shit. Like what? And you can't disable this shit. Just, like, so if I need to take a screenshot of this like page right now, I gotta deal with abuelo fucking farts and what the fuck is this? Ugh, fucking hell. Anyway. So let's just recap the powers before we get into the shit. You got the Doom Spears. That's the one where he shoots the multiple spears. That's gonna be a good one. This area looks slick. Is this the one that people were saying was Sunset Heights? Because I wasn't clocking Sunset Heights when I saw it. I didn't even think I saw Sunset Heights. People were saying it was Sunset Heights. I didn't even see it. You know? Usually when they react, it's obvious. But I was like, I don't even see the Sunset Heights. This is the Blast, Doom Blast. This is the one major issue I've got right now. I don't know why they keep doing this. This cutscene is stretched. I don't know why. They had one random stretch cutscene in Generations. See, this one is stretched as well. Look at Shadow here. He's stretched out. Like, he's wide. I don't know. They had one random cutscene in Frontiers and Kronos Island where Sonic was stretched. And they got the same thing here. Now, Frontiers was full of so many non-polished things that in the context of that game, I guess it makes sense. But Shadow Generations has looked very fucking polished in a lot of the footage we've seen. So it's really annoying that they still got a stretch cutscene in the game and in the trailer, as if like they can't see it. Like, can they not see it? Can they not see that it's stretched? They gotta sort that out, because I want Sonic X Shadow Generations to be the 3D Sonic game that's like really fucking polished. Like, it's just like tight, you know? Because most aren't, let's be real, even the ones I love. So if they could just make one that's really fucking polished that you could just recommend to a casual and they could just play it and enjoy it and have it not be a big deal, that would be great. But things like stretch cutscenes are like amateurish. They gotta like sort that shit out, you know? Someone said a teaser that showed a glimpse of Shadow in movie 3 dropped. It's on Twitter. Like an actual visual glimpse? Are you sure? When did that shit drop? When did that shit drop? Are we capping? Are we capping out here? Because I saw a picture, but that wasn't like the actual model. It was like some Tokyo shit. Yeah, it's like the Tokyo screen thing, but it's not like an actual model. It's fake. Oh, okay. People saying it's fake. All right, cool. It's fake then. Don't worry. In less than 24 hours, in like 16 hours from this point, it's 10:03 right now. 16 hours from this point right now, we would have seen the trailer already. Cause I'm gonna be streaming the trailer reaction live. We're all gonna watch it together. Okay, we're all in this together, just like High School Musical. We're gonna watch it. We're gonna react. Within 16 hours from this point, we would have seen the shit. No need to drop fake shit right now. The time is almost 9. But they better fix that release date bullshit. I'm just saying, because like that regional release date shit be pissing me off. So they better update those dates, because I'm not in the mood, right? I'm not in the fucking mood for like. Let me see if they've changed it. Yeah, I'm not in the mood for this shit. UK says December 26th, so Boxing Day. We already had Christmas dinner, and then the movie gonna drop. But then America sees it on the 20th. 6th date? Fuck that shit. If they do that shit, I'm gonna be so fucking pissed. Okay, I'm so fucking pissed. Like, it's ridiculous. Drop it before Christmas. Make us wait an extra 6 days. So Greece gonna have it on the 19th. North Korea on the 20th. North Korea's gonna have it. But we gotta wait 6 more days than North Korea? The fuck does North Korea have that? How the fuck they get Sonic before us? The fuck? North Korea? Did Kim Jong put in the favor? Like, did he threaten to nuke some shit if he didn't get the movie before? Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, this is ridiculous. This is blasphemous. This is blasphemous HD. The fuck is this? Anyway, back to the Shadow Generations. Yeah, the Shadow enemies from PS2, they look really good in HD. It was so weird seeing them in HD for the first time. Like, they just, I never thought they would look this good in HD. I didn't even know they were gonna be in this game. So when I saw them, I was like, oh my god, like, that's insane. But like, I always like the design of those enemies, but like yeah, seeing that in HD and like this is the Doom Blast move, right? So you aim it and then you shoot it. But like yeah, this is a home and attack section here. I kind of wish this was a wall jump section. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of wish this was like, you know, Shadow 05, you know, because like I don't know, I just really like the wall jump sections. But yeah. Check discussing film for the shadow render. Is it a real shadow render? Is this the fake one that people were talking about? Someone said trailer isn't gonna be good. I saw the trailer at FilmCon. Sonic does a TikTok dance in the trailer again. Well, they're always gonna put some bullshit in there to appease the kiddies, okay? But I mean, as long as they don't overdo it in the movie, then it's chill. Just don't overdo the shit. That's what I'm saying, right? At the end of the day, they know that fans are watching this shit. They're gonna throw a few little cringe things in there, and obviously some big songs that everyone knows. You know, they always do that. But as long as the core movie is solid and there's not too much Wade, then we could be in for a treat. They've been doing too much Wade. It's been pissing me off. I'm sorry. Yo! Ellis Wood with a £6 donation. Hey Prem, love the streams. I was just curious, what do you think of the current models used in the games and how would you like them to be changed? Oh, that's an interesting question. I don't know how to describe it because I'm not like a animation expert or like model expert, but something about the skin on the Sonic characters recently, I don't know what it is, but it don't feel like the same. I don't know how to put it into words. Like you look at the Frontiers model and you compare it to like the Unleashed Generations era models, the skin just don't feel right. Even the Forces one felt like less detailed. It's weird to put it into words. But like, in terms of like the quality of the textures of the models, I think Unleashed Generations did it the best. In terms of my favorite Sonic model, that's still 06. My favorite Sonic model ever would probably be 06 updated for today's graphics. That would probably be my favorite Sonic model. Maybe even Heroes updated for today's graphics as well. That would be crazy. Those are some of my favorite models. Rush as well. So you know where I stand when it comes to that. But yeah, the recent models, I don't know what is going on with the skin and the texture and the colors that they pick. I don't know. But it doesn't feel as sharp. It doesn't feel as detailed. It feels like fuzzy and I don't know. It's weird. The Forces model, I just didn't like the way he looked. The blue, the texture, you know. Yo, Stingray with the $2 donations. What? Sweet crack baby. I'm not a crack baby. I wasn't born in the 80s. The ADHD craze. Okay? I was born in the 90s. I'm not a crack baby. Okay? Relax. Thank you for the support. Okay? But what was I talking about? See, I lost my train of thought. Oh, we were talking about the enemies from Shadow. Okay, we need... Now that Shadow's got a new game, we have to find a new way to say Shadow the Hedgehog 2005. I'm tired of saying Shadow 05, okay? We're switching it up now, okay? We're switching it up. I'm coining some shit now. I ain't saying Shadow the Hedgehog 2005. It's too much. We're just gonna say Shadow 5. Simple. That's how it... Shadow 5. No Shadow 05. My brain is tired. I'm getting too old for the long words. When I say Shadow 5... You know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Shadow the Hedgehog 2005, the game. None of this bullshit. Anyway, back to my point. The Shadow 5 enemies look really good in HD. And seeing them come back, I know people are going to be on that Prem only hates nostalgia when it's not his nostalgia shit. But as I explained in that short that I posted the other day, like, you know, the thing about nostalgia is you don't overdo it, right? So just like, don't overdo it. The Green Hill has been overdone. Even the classic fans will tell you Green Hill and Chemical Plant have been overdone. Classic Sonic has been overdone. And on top of that, the reason why Classic Sonic was so annoying with like games like Superstars is because it replaced modern 2D games, right? It's not like we got Superstars and then we got like an advanced style game as well. It was like, here's your 2D game, it's classic. You want to do this cool thing? Can't do that, it's a classic game. You want Shadow in there? Shadow wasn't in the classic era. Can't have him in the game. That's why we hate that shit. If they were dropping like advanced style games with modern 2D Shadow or whatever, then cool. Do what you want in a classic game. You don't give a fuck. But it's like, here is your 2D game, but it has to be classic. It's like, it limits everything. And then they'll bring the same zones back with the Green Hill Chemical Plant, not Superstars, but like in general, the Green Hill Chemical Plant, Sky Sanctuary, like Cyberspace is full of that. Look, my favorite Sonic level of all time is like Ocean Palace and Heroes. If they brought back Ocean Palace on like 5 different games, I'll be like, it's too much, okay? I would say the same shit for levels that I love. If they brought back Emerald Coast like 10 times, I would say the same fucking shit. The same shit. There is no thing that needs to be rehashed in every fucking game except SNES Rainbow Road. I don't care. Every single Mario Kart must contain SNES Rainbow Road. That track is goated. Mario Kart 10 should have it. Mario Kart 11 should. That's the only exception. SNES Rainbow Road can be in every single Mario Kart and I won't get mad. That's fine. Maybe N64 Rainbow Road as well. Let's be real. Maybe GBA Rainbow Road. GBA Rainbow Road is fire. Alright, not GBA. No, GBA Bowser's Castle. That shit was fire. Those 3 tracks, you bring them back in every Mario Kart. I'm cool. I'm cool with that. But like, Green Hill in every fucking game. Power Plant, Great, and Ocean Palace. Listen, man. Okay, look, look. We're comparing S tier to S tier, right? We're comparing Take Care to Nothing Was the Same. You can pick whichever one you. They all S. Every Team Sonic level S. Every Team Dark level S. Every Team Rose level S. Every Team K. Okay, maybe not every Team KLX stuff. But, you know, I mean, Grand Metropolis is a bit annoying. Team KLX. I'm not gonna lie to you, but Casino Park. No, Casino Park was fine. It was Bingo Highway Extra. Man, that shit was. Jaden, I'm not lying to you, man. Like, I'm not including bosses. If we don't include bosses, I would put every Team Sonic, Team Dark, Team Rose level on S tier. I'm dead ass. Not including bosses. Bosses were not my favorite in Heroes. I mean, there's some I love. Levels or less. There's only KLX where there's a few I'm like, you know. Like, I'm the type of guy I could go into Heroes right now and I could play Ocean Palace and Team Sonic, and then right off to play Ocean Palace and Team Dark, and then right off to play Ocean Palace and Team Rose, and then right off to play like Ocean Palace and Team. I've literally done that before. Like, when I say that shit, I mean that shit. You know, people will say it's nostalgia, but dead ass, I played SA2 before Heroes, so where's the nostalgia for that? I'm just saying. I still like SA2. Don't get twisted. But like, the Heroes love is a different feeling. You know. Someone said Bingo Highway ruins the game. Bingo Highway was lit, okay? It's like a whole pinball slide. You're gonna be subbing on the hero stuff in Shadow Gen. Well, again, going back to my point about the nostalgia shit. Like, listen, man, and I said this before. When it comes to Spider-Man, right? Everyone knows Tobey is the GOAT. We know that shit. When No Way Home came out, they brought back the Spider-Man. They put like Tobey and Andrew in there, the villains and everything. So everyone said it was the best Spider-Man movie. I said, no, it's not. It was great for the nostalgia and the fan service. That don't make it the best movie, right? See, that's a difference. My point I'm trying to make is that just because you put in some Heroes levels that I like or some 06 levels that I like, doesn't mean I'm gonna say it's amazing. I mean, it will get you hype in a trailer, like to see it come back. Don't get it twisted. But I'm still gonna judge the game on its own merits. My integrity does not fall just because I saw some shit that I like. Okay, you're talking to the same dude who doesn't really fuck with colors, but will tell you point blank that the best level in Generations was more than Planet Wisp. And I said that because I thought it was the best level. I didn't say I'm not gonna like this level because it's Planet Wisp and colors. I said this was my favorite level. I played it and I liked it the most, so it's my favorite. Like, I didn't say Modern Seaside Hill was the best level in Generations like everyone else simply because it's Seaside Hill and it's, you know, the Heroes stuff. I didn't do that. I picked the level that I thought was my favorite level, right? And that was Modern Planet Wisp. In second place, it could be either Crisis City Modern, Chemical Plant Modern. There's a few contenders for yeah, Modern Seaside Hill is not even like, I don't even think it's top 3 for me in Gens. It's still an S tier level, don't get it twisted. Gens is full of S tier levels. But it wasn't top 3 for me, you know. But yeah, I'm trying to think what the weakest level was out of the modern levels in Generations. Probably City Escape, honestly. I mean, Sea Escape was fun, but it was probably the weakest one. Cause Speed Highway was better than Sea Escape and Gens. Sky Sanctuary was more fun. Green Hill and Chemical Plant were more fun. Rooftop Run was more fun. No, Gamer Guide, the Gens one isn't better than the original from the GOAT. Relax. Yeah. But yeah, everyone gets mad at me for my Modern Planet Wisp take, and I'm just like, that's how I felt, man. It was the best level. That's just how I felt. What can I say? Classic Planet Wisp was horrible, though. Classic Sonic and Generations, I don't want to say it held the game back, because I did like some of the classic levels, and I stand by Classic Sky Sanctuary being better than Sky Sanctuary in Sonic 3, which I feel like that's the only classic level in Generations that was really better than the original level, right? I mean, there's only 3 levels from the classics anyway, but like Classic Green Hill and Gens is not better than the original Green Hill. Classic Chemical Plant is not better than the original Chemical Plant. And I mean, the best Green Hill and Chemical Plant are both in Mania anyway, so there's that. But Classic Sky Sanctuary, that was the best Sky Sanctuary out of all the classics. So I'll say that for Classic Sonic. But the way I see it is this: if Izuka had asked me in 2010, say we're making Generations, we could make 9 modern levels, 9 classic levels, or we could do 18 modern levels, no Classic Sonic. I would miss Classic Sky Sanctuary, but I'll tell Izuka, just give us 18 modern levels, fuck Classic. Or if it was even 9, still 9 areas, but 2 modern acts, no Classic. Yeah, just give us double the modern levels. I'll miss Classic Sky Sanctuary, I would. I might even miss Classic City Escape. But just like, just give me more modern. Like, that's just me. I'm just saying, right? If they had said we'll add 3 new areas, but we'll take out Classic Sonic, so you get 12 levels all modern, 9 classic levels versus 3 new modern levels, I would have been like, you know what? Take out the classic levels, put modern in there. Like, just how I felt. Okay? It's just how I felt. I'm sorry, but that's just how it was. You know? Classic held the game back. Not like significantly, but like, you know, there's other things that held the game back too, like Time Eater, mediocre story, but I'm not like a story nut. Like if the story is mid, the game is amazing, I'll just be like, the game's still amazing. Well, I don't give a fuck like that. I mean, it would be nice to have a good story. I enjoy good story, but I don't play Sonic games for story ever since they cost Roger. I'm sorry, Meta-Era fans, I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend, put the pitchforks down, but that's just how I felt, okay? Ever since then, I stopped caring about the stories, you know? I heard some rumors as well. I'm not gonna say anything because it's still under wraps, but I heard some rumors. You know, I'm gonna leave it there. Gamer Guide knows. Someone said Modern Sea Escape is basically the same as the original. That's what made it. I don't think it was the same as the original though. I mean, City Escape is like 3 elements. You've got the snowboarding element, you got the main level, and then you got the gun truck. The gun truck part was better than the original because they spiced it up. The snowboarding part was arguably better than the original too because they spiced it up. The problem is the middle part. The middle part was dry. It was very quick, dry, and a lot of it was 2D. Versus, you know, in SA2 where the middle part was actually really fun. And again, the mechanics, like the rail grinding in SA2 is way better. So simple things like trying to stay on the fucking rails on the stairs, that was like half the fun of the fucking level, like rail grinding the stairs and staying balanced. Can't do that in Gens. Like, you're just gonna stay on the rail anyway. You took away like the work kind of thing. So it's just one of those things, you know. Tell us. Yeah, Gamer Guy said I can't say, so I won't say. But you know. But yeah, this environment, I like this gold ruins kind of thing for I think this is the Hubble place. I like this environment a lot. Obviously, this is Kingdom Valley, so you know this is golded. Like, oh my god, Kingdom Valley looks so fucking beautiful, man. Look at those mechs down there. Look at those mechs. Oh, Kingdom Valley, man. Kingdom Valley. Oh my god. And he's surfing the purple water. This is Chaos Island, right? Is that a mech to the left? Or that whole thing over there? Yo! Ghosty with a $10 donation. How much I gotta donate for you to leak what gamer guy said? No, I told him I wouldn't leak it, okay? No, I can't be bought. I mean, I can be bought, but my loyalty can't be bought, okay? There's a difference, okay? I can't do that. I said I wouldn't do it, okay? It's nothing too crazy, okay? I don't even know if it's good news, to be honest. I don't even know if it's good news. It depends on how you interpret it. But it's one of those things. We'll have to see. How much $1 costs? Oh, God. Ugh. Sega higher-ups didn't want you leaking stuff anymore. I mean, have you done any major leaks? You know? Some people have really leaked shit. Like, they posted, like, footage of games before the shit even came out. Speaking of which, why is no one talking about Sonic Rumble? Where's the Rumble love, okay? I'm just saying, like, we got a brand new Sonic game come out, and no one's been like, Prim, when are you gonna play that Sonic Rumble? Like, no love for the mobile games? Like, you forgot that I was the runners god? Like, I was covering runners all the time? And no one's asked me to play Rumble? I was, like, scrambling, like, let me try and find a VPN so I can get this shit working and do a stream. But no one even asked me. The fuck? I feel like Squidward in the fucking talent show. Like, the fuck? Like, not one person was like, Prime, play Rumble? Like, not one? I don't even know when I'm gonna cover it now. Because no one's gonna show up. Unless I play it before the movie trailer. But then, I don't know. I still haven't gotten it running yet. I still ain't even got it running. You gotta get like a Philippines VPN. I gotta find the APK. Wait, Jaden, you played it. Oh, you're on iPhone, aren't you? I need an APK for that shit. I saw some online, but I don't know which sites to trust because of viruses and shit. So I need to like, you know. There was Crash 5 leaks. Yeah, I heard about that. They scrapped Crash 5 because they were mad that Crash 4 sold only 5 million units, which is actually a lot, but they're just mad because it didn't do Insane Trilogy numbers. But obviously Insane Trilogy did more numbers because the nostalgia of Insane Trilogy from PlayStation 1. So I don't know what they were expecting. They thought the new game was gonna sell more than the nostalgia game. If money is, or if Marvel has taught us anything, nostalgia sells. Okay, it is easier to make a Marvel movie that puts in tons of characters that people are already nostalgic for, like bringing back RDJ and all these things, than to sell you on a solo movie with a new cast. Solo movies are hard to pull off. Hard. That's why Robert Downey is the GOAT, because he's the only one in the MCU that had a great solo trilogy on his own. No help. I mean, Iron Man 2 wasn't the greatest, but 3 was underrated as fuck. I don't care what anyone says. Everyone else had help. Captain America had the Avengers and Civil War. Guardians is already a group, right? Hulk didn't even get a trilogy. Thor had Hulk in his shit. RDJ the only one who did it. You know how hard it is to be a solo act? So now they're just like, we just Deadpool and Wolverine together? Cool. Nostalgia is like the thing that gets people to buy. So Insane Trilogy selling more than Crash 4 is like, yeah, they grew up on PS1, that's their shit. Now you got Sonic Generations mixed with Shadow Generations because maybe they were afraid. Yo, James, thank you for becoming a member of the channel. Thank you for the support. Thank you for joining us here. Someone said Iron Man 3 was overhated but wasn't very... No, I love Iron Man 3. I'm one of those people that I show up for like the story and the character development, and Iron Man 3 had that shit. Okay, it had it. You know, it really did. And even the action shit was cool. I love the way the suit was flying towards him and shit. Like you call the suit on it and would just like show up type shit. But yeah, Iron Man 3 was, again, in terms of third movies in the MCU, was the best solo one. Because again, Civil War's like, it's almost cheating. Civil War's like not even a solo movie. It's not even fair. But Iron Man 3 was like a solo movie and it was great, right? But yeah, who made that remix that played off the James song? I'm not even gonna lie, I kind of forgot, low key. I should have credited that. I think it was like an EDM remix or some kind of remix. I don't think it's this one. I don't think it's this one. No, it's not that one. No. Is it this? Yeah, it was a specific it was. I found it years ago. I think it's bonus challenge actually. Bonus challenge. It's bonus challenge remix. Yeah, I found it years ago. Yeah, it's somewhere. Someone probably has the link. It was a while ago. I think I linked it before, but I haven't heard it in so long I forgot about it. Civil War was Avengers 2.5. I mean, pretty much, yeah. You found an IPA for Rumble so you can play on Mac with Play Color. Yeah, but I'm trying to get the Windows hookup, you know? It's easier to record it on Windows. Someone Shazam it. I don't think people Shazam remixes like that. You have to, like... if you put music on, like, Spotify, you have to, like, opt in to Shazam. Not everyone opts in, because some of these services charge you extra just to get Shazam. Especially for remixes, too. Someone said, anyone know why Shadows in Chaos Island? You don't get it. Let me tell you why. Let me explain to you why Shadows in Chaos Island, because some people don't get it. Right? The lore is made to support the game that they want to create. Not the other way around. They don't make the games to support the lore. They make the lore to support the games. Why does Sonic turn into a werewolf? Because they wanted to make him turn into a werewolf. So they came up with a story reason to do that. It's not that they had to make Sonic turn into a werewolf for the story. They wanted Sonic to be a werewolf and they found a way to explain it in the game. Shadow was in Chaos Island because they had the assets of Chaos Island and they wanted to use them again. It's as simple as that. They'll explain it in the story somehow, but that's the real reason. The assets were there. They said, what if we just use that, made it a level? Now it's a level. And look, I'm not even mad. It's blatant reuse, but I'm not even mad. And I'll tell you why I'm not mad. Because Chaos Island, as I said, was the worst island in Frontiers. But it was the best looking island. It was a beautiful island. But they ruined it with some of the worst island level design there was. Yo, Jada with the 12-month support. I think they don't want to reuse games. When you say reuse games, what do you mean? Like, I mean, they've already been using, like, they got SA2 in there. They got all that shit in there. I mean, I don't think they're above reusing shit. But yeah, they're using Chaos Island because it was right there. You know, it was right there. It just makes logical sense to use it. You know? But yeah. The reason why I'm fine with it is because Chaos Island was so poorly designed that I want to see those visuals, but in an actual well-designed situation. And I'm just hoping that's what we get here. I mean, they had to throw some 2D in there because it was Chaos Island after all. It was basically a 2D level. Yo! Floating Kites with the 13 months of continued support. Thank you for the support. I'm just happy 4 games post-gens being represented. I mean, in a way, they kind of did what I asked them to do, just not exactly, right? Because if you guys have forgotten, and I haven't forgotten for sure, because I made a video on it. I made a video saying, this was last year, before this got revealed, Sonic Generations Ultimate, my thoughts. Basically saying what I wanted a Generations remaster to be like. The comment section was full of, but you don't need a re-release for Generations. It runs on Xbox Series X. No one has an Xbox Series X. Okay? But anyway, I said that they should add a new era where they add in levels post when gens came out. Now, they're not doing that for base gens, clearly. Missed opportunity. But it seems like they're doing it for shadow gens. They're adding in post gens content. I'm glad for that because there's some interesting levels from that era. Man, the memberships today are crazy. Highest Studios with the 10 months of support. Do you think we're gonna get a Lost World rep? Listen, man. I don't know if we are. But oh my god. I don't know if we are. But oh my god, what's the name of this shit? Is it Zone 2? I don't know if we are, but we need. If we get one, this in Hedgehog Engine 2. Wait, was Lost World already in Hedgehog Engine 2? I don't think so. this, if we got this, I'm just saying, if we got this, shit will go crazy. Yo, Mazo, with the $1 donation, what's good, bro? Hope you're good, getting ready for tomorrow. I was just saying before, earlier in the stream, we're streaming the reaction live. None of this pre-recorded shit. We're all watching the trailer together. So be ready. Be there or be Force's Tales. I was gonna say be there or be Square, but Force's Tales is worse. They'd ruin C-Bottom segue with EDM. What, didn't they say they're gonna do a fucking What I'm Made Of remix for Shadow Generations? So we're gonna get an EDM remix of What I'm Made Of now. Dead ass. Like, it's literally, Otani's gonna come in with the drums and shit. Like, it's gonna be like, puka, 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 puka. It's gonna be all over the fucking place, man. It's gonna be crazy. But, you know, I wonder if there's already a dance remix of What I Made. Someone's already got one that we can look at. This machine, synthwave drum and bass remix. There we go. Well, actually, this is kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie, this is cool. Yeah, this is kind of lit. But I mean, I wouldn't use this for the final boss, but I like this. Woo. Oh god, What I Made Of is the best Crush 40 song. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. This sounds like if they put like Melt Overlord in like Mania type shit. Like if the final boss in Mania was Melt Overlord, I feel like I'd hear some shit like this. Yo, Ender McNambola with the €5 of support. I think the Tamiya boss should get the Final Horizon treatment, DLCs and all. You mean like a redone boss? Like that? I mean, Tamiya definitely needs to be redone, for sure. For sure. I don't know if they will, but it should be. It should be. But I don't know if it needs Final Horizon treatment, because honestly, the Supreme Final Horizon boss was a mess as well. Very unpolished boss. Man, if they do this one level, I just need, oh my god, like, if they bring in a Heroes level, it's gotta be Egg Fleet, man. It's like, it's gotta be, like, in Hedgehog Engine 2? In Hedgehog Engine 2? Oh, he changed the music. Why did he change the music for? Change them, but you know what I mean. This level, and like, cause they got the transitional shit as well. Like they had that in the Space Colony arc. We need that, but with like, we need this, but then it transitions into Final Fortress. Like goes nighttime. That's the shit we need. I'm just saying, it will be crazy. Okay. But yeah, I don't think they're gonna do another Heroes level. But yeah, you know, there's so many levels they could pick from. But yeah, let's go through this. We got, IGN has got an interview we gotta get to, so we got shit to go through, don't worry. Oh yeah, I just realized, look, the Doom wings, if you had Egg Fleet in the game, and you got the Doom wings, then those sections where you go up and down with the little propeller thing, you could use the Doom wings instead. That would, oh my god, that would be insane. That would be insane. I'm just saying, like, that would be insane. Mazo, I read your donation, man. I told you, we're streaming it. We're streaming the reaction. So be there. It's happening 2 p.m. UK time. You're in the UK, right? 2 p.m. We're streaming the reaction live. Don't miss it. We're all gonna see and hear Keanu Reeves in his best movie since The Matrix, okay? This is gonna be his best one, okay? Don't make me regret that. Please, don't make me regret that. Where do I think Shadow Generations will lie on my Sonic ranking? You mean like just Shadow Generations, or like the package of Sonic X Shadow Generations? Because if you're talking the package, then it's gonna be in the top 10 because Sonic Generations is there, right? You know? But if we're talking just Shadow Generations, then well, that's different. Someone said I'm out of the loop. What's tomorrow? The movie 3 trailer is tomorrow. Tomorrow. Memorize these time zones. This when it's dropping. We're streaming the reaction live. If you don't want to remember the time, just set notifications onto my channel. We're going live when it drops, before it drops, so we can be there the moment it drops. If the package makes it worse, I know what you're referring to. I know what you're referring to. What would you like to see from the Shadow the Hedgehog game in gens? Talk about Shadow gens? Oh, from the Shadow the Hedgehog. I said, okay, I know what you mean. I would like to see. I already mentioned this. I wanted to see Sky Troops. I think Sky Troops would have been a great level to see in Hedgehog Engine 2. This level, I always love this level. And musically, it's great as well. Aesthetically, it's one of my most memorable levels from this game. So Sky Troops, and then just for the visual eye candy, digital circuit. Like, I just want to see this in Hedgehog Engine 2. Like, oh my god! Like, imagine this in Hedgehog Engine 2 graphics. It would go stupid. It would go dumb. Like, literally full on Big Sean. Like, imagine this in Hedgehog Engine 2. They would go crazy, especially with the Doom powers as well. Like, I just feel like they do something crazy with it. They have a lot of levels to pick from. Yeah, they gotta do like a DLC thing. I'm assuming we ain't getting no Frontiers 2 until like 2027. I don't know. And I don't know if the Heroes remake is still happening. But their plan for 2025, if they ain't got like a main game, it should be some DLC for Shadow gens. Add more levels. Like a 3-pack. 100 gigs for your head top. Like 3-pack. Add 3 more levels. You know, I'll buy. Okay? Like, because there's so many to pick from. You know, if they added they should have done that with base gens anyway, but they didn't. I mean, this would have been the perfect opportunity to do it. Like, they could have picked for base gens, they could have added like another era, but they didn't do it. Prem just proved they didn't see a single John Wick film. Well, I mean, if you were here earlier, I already admitted that I hadn't seen those yet and I need to see those. But, you know, it's fine. Before Midori got outed, he said, oh, well, is it he or she? I don't want to get in trouble, okay? If we're addressing Midori, the leaker, and not the person behind Midori, then we shall address Midori by the pronouns that Midori utilized, okay? Either way, a season pass of Shadow Gens where they release additional DLC stages for next year. Yeah, I mean, I just want to see if they bring in anything from Shadow, like Sky Troops, Digital Circuit, Egg Fleet, Final Fortress from Heroes. You know, I want to see anything like that. If they did Crazy Gadget, though, it would be like Crazy Gadget Easy Mode. They'll all make the fuck out of it, but it will look beautiful. What Sonic Rivals levels you want to see in Shadow Generation? Does Sega even remember that Sonic Rivals came out? Did they even remember that shit? That being said, though, I did a playthrough of Sonic Rivals, actually, if you want to check that out. That was 8 years ago? Fucking hell, I'm getting old. Gosh. Oof. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Coliseum Highway. Beautiful level. Beautiful music. Let me just go to a gameplay version so we can hear the music right quick. I think this is one of the best looking Sonic levels, actually. No, this is just the music. Where's the level? Can we get one with actual, like, good audio, please? Let me see. This is 4K one. Yeah. This, aesthetically, this was beautiful. And the music was always fire as well. I feel like if they remade a level like this, it would be slick. Like, to see it in 3D. Even the ice level in this game was pretty nice as well. Like, I always said Rivals 2 was better from a gameplay standpoint. But Rivals 1 had the better aesthetics in terms of the levels. Like, they just looked like nicer looking levels. You know, I just remember the Rivals 1 levels more aesthetically than Rivals 2. But Rivals 2 was just a better game, right? But yeah, I don't think they're bringing this shit back. But one day, maybe one day someone will decompile Sonic Rivals and we can get that, like, PC port. Put that shit on the Steam Deck OLED. Like, but yeah. This level was always fire. Mazo with the $1. So what we do in this stream? You see, I'm getting sidetracked. We got shit to go through. Okay, we got shit to go through. All right. I was just recapping the previous shit before we got into the new shit, but we got shit to go through. Obviously, we got the Goat Metal Overlord right here. So we've seen this. So obviously, just like how you had Perfect Chaos and base generations, it's like take a supersonic fight, make it like a regular fight as part of the game. So that's basically what you get here. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, new stuff. There was a Gamescom demo. It's not exactly the same as the previous demo. They changed a few things, but it was also basically the same. But we got some more Sonic fans playing it and giving more info. So we're just gonna read through the shit. Let's actually calm down the stream a little bit. It's a bit too hyper, the music. Let's go peaceful now. Let's clean it up. Alright. So we got opinions. There's an IGN interview about Sonic and Shadow Generations involving Azuka that we need to go through as well. So we gotta check that. Someone said, hope you can get a level from top 3 3D Sonic, aka Lost World. I definitely wouldn't call that top 3 3D Sonic. Oh yeah, someone asked me if Shadow Gens would be in my top 10. Just the Shadow portion? I don't know. What is my top 10 3D games though? I know what my top 10 Sonic games are, but I don't know what my top 10 3D is. I'm trying to write, let me think. Obviously, that's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. That's 6. Do I have Adventure 2 over Generations? I got Generations over Adventure 2. I'm trying to remember now. I've actually forgotten. It depends. Treasure Hunting really do be lowering SA2 for me at times, though, I'm not gonna lie. That's a tough one. Those two could switch. Then you got Sonic 2. Sonic 3. We can add Knuckles. We can add Knuckles if you want. And then that would be Sonic Mania. Right? Temporarily Mania. I say temporarily because my gut is telling me that I like Advance 3 more. But I haven't played Advance 3 in a long time, as much as I loved it. I need a replay before I can say whether I like it more than Mania, because it might be the nostalgia talking, right? I need to replay it as a grown man and see if I still love it before I put it over Mania, before I say that. Mazo with the $1 donation. Premi made a mistake. I believe SA2 is meant to have a 1 next to its glory. A 1 plus 5, maybe. A 1 plus 5. That's the list right now. Okay, so obviously this is 3D. 3D. That's 2D. That's 3D. That's 3D. That's 3D. Oh, this could go either way. Classic Sonic. That's 2D. That's 2D. That's 2D. This is not even top 10. That's 11. So in my top 10, 1, 2, 3. It's only 5 3D. People say I be hating on 2D Sonic or Classic Sonic, and it's like half my top 10 is 2D. 1, 2, 3. Okay, not half. Almost half. 4 out of 10 is 2D. So okay, let's strip out the 2D games for a sec. So we're just ranking 3D now. We're just ranking 3D. All right. Could Shadow Gens be in my top 10 3D? What other 3D games are there that are not here? This isn't in order. I'm just listing the names. You got Shadow. You got. It's not even really 3D, but you got Lost World. Again, barely 3D. Frontiers. There's something I'm missing. We'll include Rise of Lyrics since it's basically a 3D Sonic game. Someone said 3D Blast. If you want to include that, we can include that too. That's everything, right? This is everything. Spell Colors, right? I know I'm from the UK, but the UK don't claim colors, so I'm gonna spell it like the Americans. They can have that shit. See, oh yeah, the storybook. Secret Rings, Black Knight. So if you're asking me if Shadow Gens could be in my top 10, you're basically asking me if 3 of the games, or if more than 3 of the games here would be better than Shadow Gens. Based on what I've seen so far, anything that could potentially be better than Shadow Gens, I'll put over here. Anything I think will not be better than Shadow Gens will go down here. So, this is not going to be better than Shadow Gens, that goes here. This is not going to be better than Shadow Gens, that goes here. This is not going to be better than Shadow Gens, that goes here. This is not going to be better than Shadow Gens, that goes here. Shadow? I enjoy Shadow, right? It's not the greatest game ever. I don't know. Black Knight, I don't know if that's going to be better than Shadow. I'll keep that in neutral for now. Lost World, I'll keep that in neutral for now. Frontiers, neutral. Secret Rings, if they had proper control, maybe. I don't know. Riders, we're not including Riders, that's a spin-off. Riders is goated though, goated. S tier, but I'm not including that in terms of like, we're talking about platformers here. But yeah, Secret Rings with proper controls probably could be up there. These games, none of these will be better than Shadow Gens. These ones, we'll have to see. I just don't think, like, Frontiers has the great open zone stuff, right? But there's like 5 islands. Chaos Island was mid. Rio was really short, but I enjoyed it. Uranus was I liked Uranus. But there were too many issues with Frontier, I don't know. And for me personally, like, levels are more important than the open zone. So if cyberspace is mid, and like if Frontiers is like 75% open zone and 25% level, but then Shadow Gens is like 75% level and 25% open zone, but the levels are better, then Shadow Gens should take Frontiers, right? So realistically, I'd be surprised if Shadow Gens doesn't make it into the top 10 3D. Right? Because we got a total of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We got 15 3D games, 16 if we include Shadow Gens separately. I just feel like if it's already guaranteed to be better than these 4, then if there's 16, then that means it will be at the least it will be 12th. But it's gonna be better than some of these. It's probably gonna get put over Shadow. Probably Secret Rings, because Secret Rings has motion control, so I have to, like, you know, I can't put it over that unless they re-release that. It's probably gonna be better than Shadow, but Shadow does have Jason, and I love Jason, you know. But Shadow's got its own issues. It's probably gonna be better than Lost World too, but I just don't want to write it off just yet. And quite frankly, if it's better than Secret Rings, it's better than Black Knight too, because Secret Rings is better than Black Knight, let's be real. But yeah, Shadow Gens should be in the top 10 3D. Penguin with a $2 donation. I really want Aquatic Base from 06 and Shadow Generation. Yeah, Aquatic Base, visually, will look beautiful in Hedgehog Engine 2. Beautiful, right? Beautiful. But yeah, I replayed Frontiers. No, I replayed Lost World, sorry. And I did confirm that I would put Frontiers over Lost World. So as it currently stands, if we're talking 3D Sonic, it's probably like this. Where's colors? Would I put colors over Shadow? If colors are just Act 1s, maybe. I don't know. Gameplay wise, it could go either way. But then we go story wise, Shadow story is better. So it wins on. It ties maybe on gameplay, but Shadow wins on story. Shadow has Jason, colors doesn't. Yeah. Okay. Black Knight was cool, but it was lacking a bit in gameplay, so that'll go there. Is it worth even ranking these, man? Someone said, "Oh wait, Shadow of yes, it was Shadow." See, this is why I have to start saying Shadow 5. I put Shadow there. People think it's Shadow Generations. See, if I say Shadow, people are gonna think Shadow Gens now. So I gotta say Shadow 5. Someone said Force's top 3. Top 3 worst. Top 3 worst. But yeah. So if we rank it like this. I think it's highly likely that Shadow Gens will be top 10 3D Sonic. Highly likely. Because it's not going to be anything here. I just don't think it will. I just don't see it happening. So the highest it will get for me is 7th. Right? But that's still top 10. You know, I honestly think it will probably be Lost World. So, you know, add the out of 10 ratings to each. Okay, fine. You want the out of 10 ratings? This is the GOAT. Only gets marked down for like some of the bosses. I love the levels. The levels are 10. 06 gets marked down because it's got glitches, but even then I wouldn't mark it down too much. You know, I could even give it an 8.5. I love that game. Adventure, that only gets marked down for being old, realistically. A good remake of this would be a straight 10 out of 10 game. If they remade it properly, it's a straight 10. Unleashed, honestly around the same. In the 9 regions. You know, eventually, man, bumped out a bit. SA2, I like SA2. Like, you know, but treasure hunting was too much in SA2, man. Generations held back by the classic levels, mediocre story, time eater. Like modern gens is like 9. Modern classic gens is like 7. You know, it's like a 8. It's like a 8. Because it's held back by shit, right? Like if it was just modern, if time eater was better, it was just modern, it'll be more. But other shit holds it back. Frontiers, it's like a 7. It's decent, but it's got a lot of issues for me. Lost World isn't as interesting aesthetically, but gameplay wise is one of the more engaging meta era games, so also a 7. Secret Rings is also, if it was like real control, it'll probably be like higher, like a 7.5. But because it's motion control, I can't put it higher than 7. I could even put it into the 6s. You know, Shadow 5 is in the 6s as well. Like I wanted to like it more, but it's a bit too, you know, colors. Everything after Act 1 is just like dry as fuck. You know, and Black Knight is also kind of overrated. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's the way I see it. You know, it's funny because Heroes is my favorite for sure, but like Rush is like 10 out of 10. Like nothing here has got a 10. Heroes, I marked it down for certain bosses, but like Rush, that's a 10 to me. That's a 10. I don't give a fuck about no bottomless pits. That shit's a 10. There's only one issue that really bothered me in Rush that they fixed in Rush Adventure, even though Rush Adventure is worse. The time attack in Rush, they don't have a separate time attack for Sonic and Blaze. It's the same time attack. But Sonic is faster than Blaze. So Sonic is just gonna get faster times, and you're never gonna see Blaze on the time attack. There's no point using Blaze on time attack, because Sonic's just gonna beat all the times. It's not fair. It would be like having Mario Kart and keeping the 50cc time attack in the same times as the 150cc. You know, there's no point even doing 50cc then. You're not gonna, you know, I don't even know if time attack lets you do 50cc in Mario Kart. Doesn't even. The point was that in Rush Adventure they separated, so Blaze has her own times and Sonic has his own times, so you can still get your best Blaze time and have it separate from your best Sonic time. Hour in, we haven't even looked at the news. You see, I mean, chat been making me sidestep, okay? The point was that Shadow Gens could make it, you know, if Shadow Gens becomes let's just say we're just judging shadow gens, not base gens attached to it. If shadow gens is at least a 7.5, then that would put it above Frontiers and below base gens. That's not bad, right? You know, that's not bad. If we put the two together, and let's say they improve base gens somehow, I'm not gonna say how, but like if we put the two together, then it is kind of OP. You know, I don't know if I'd put that over SA2 though, but maybe if the package is really that good, then maybe it gets put over SA2. You know, but that's only because treasure hunting. Seriously, it's because of treasure hunting. Like, real talk, I'm a mech fanboy. I love the mechs. Like, the mechs were fire, right? Speed stations were good as well, but the mechs were fire. Treasure hunting, that's probably the reason I don't replay SA2 like from a fresh file often, because of the treasure hunting. You know. But yeah, I don't think Shadow Gens goes top 5 for me. But top 10, sure. That was the point of that. Anyway, we got shit to read through, and we got the IGN interview to go to. So someone played the demo. They actually changed the artwork here. They had a different render in the Summer Game Fest demo. Someone said, have you seen that Omo Child's voice lines have been redone by Colleen, where they were done by Blazers V and OJ Gens? I actually saw that. I don't have the link for that, but I did see that. But yeah, they changed the render here. I prefer the other render, to be honest, but I don't have a picture of the other render. But it says classic and modern have drop dash, but classic spin dash is still superior. For modern, it requires you to jump and air dash first before being able to use it. So that's kind of pointless, because you kind of want to just jump and then drop dash. If you have to air dash before you can use it, it's a bit excessive in my opinion. But again, how often are you going to use the drop dash? You're just going to boost, right? 3 child can be collected at both Green Hill Zone X. So what did the child get you? Like, what's the point of collecting the child? You know, I have a bit of PTSD when it comes to collecting child levels, because like Advanced 3 kind of made you work a little bit too much when it came to that shit. I'm just saying, like, Advanced 3 was ruthless with the shit, you know, ruthless, you know. Someone said, where's my tail save? Don't worry, they remove lives. It says here, Sonic Gens has a challenge tries option to toggle lives on or off. Thank you, Sega, for making it an option, okay? And not making it mandatory. That being said, you shouldn't really be game overing in Generations. I'll probably just turn off the lives, to be honest. Because realistically, what's going to happen is it's just going to sit at 99 anyway. And if you somehow died for some ridiculous reason, you'd have to go to the store and just buy lives anyway. It's just, I'll probably just turn them off. I don't need them anyway. And real talk, Generations levels are so short that if you die in them, you're just going to retry the whole level because you want the S rank. No one dies in Gens, it just keeps going. The levels are so short that if you die, you just redo the whole level. When people die in Heroes, they don't redo the whole level. They're just like, no, they'll take the E rank. In Gens, it's like, nah, that was stupid. I'm just gonna redo the whole level, get my S rank. You know? Someone said, lives are an outdated system and never had a place in gaming once we got save systems. Lives may be outdated, but I still believe that if you're re-releasing an old game, there should still be an option for them, because it's integrity. It's the way the game was designed when it came out. So if it's an old game getting a re-release, there should be an option to keep them, because that's how the game was when it was released. You know? But yeah, for new games, I don't think lives are a necessary thing anymore. You know? Just make the game challenging and have a good ranking system to where you still get punished for dying because you won't get a top rank, right? But there's no need for the life system. I think it makes people get harsher on games because everyone's sensitive nowadays. I be watching like hero streams on like Twitch, you know, casuals playing it for the first time, and you know they're on Final Fortress, they get game over on the laser, and they go do the whole level again, and now they just hate the game. And it's like, you know, what we would have done as kids is just stack up on lives before going into the level, just so you wouldn't get game over. But it's just like, what's the point? Just let them take it off. Make the levels tough, but just take off the lives so they can keep trying and trying and trying. Don't get that E rank. Like, get the E rank. Like, don't give them a PES rank or anything like that. But just take out the lives. Let them beat it on E rank. When they're ready to get good, they'll come back and get good. Okay? You know? Unless it's super hard mode. If it's super hard mode, then, you know, you could keep the lives. That's different. Alright? Super hard mode is supposed to be super hard mode. Keep it for that. You know? Because lives are kind of like, it defeats the purpose if you could just stack them anyway. If you can stack them anyway, you're just gonna make it easier by just stacking them. And then it's like, you might as well just not have them if you're just gonna grind lives. You know? You got to Final Fortress, you had 67 lives. You lost 67 lives on Final Fortress? Man, you acting like it was Eggman Land. It wasn't that hard. Did you see in Frontiers that Cyberspace patched in a thing that resets your timer if you die before the first checkpoint? I didn't see that, but that's a great idea because that shit was fucking annoying. Like, even Generations, oh, they need to fix this in I said this in my video. Generations, right? Remember you get the perfect bonus when you don't die? So you get an A rank first and then it gives you the perfect bonus, it goes to the S. Generations, if you die before the first checkpoint, it still counts as a death. So if you die before the first checkpoint, and you don't restart the level, you just play after your death, you get to the end of the level and it will say you died, so no perfect bonus. It's like, I started from the beginning. So you have to manually do the start over to get your perfect bonus. They need to fix that. Like, someone should have tested that at Gamescom, I guess. But they need to fix that to where if you die before the first checkpoint, it's just a fresh start, you know? Otherwise, it's just no point. Like, it's just annoying. You know? You never knew that makes so much sense. Yeah, it was so annoying because you'd have to sacrifice another life effectively to do the start over, unless you quit out and then reopen the level, which wastes more time. So like, you know, they need to sort that out, honestly. But yeah. Satin Cake with a $3 donation. Thank you for the support. I think people are stuck on Mario mindset. They don't know how to play Sonic and they suck at it. Sonic Off, for example, I beat Heroes Final Story when I was like 8. I didn't know it was supposed to be difficult. It just simply wasn't. You talk about the Metal Sonic Final Story, or you talking like just the Team Sonic or like one main team? But I mean, I was always someone who was shit at the games as a kid. I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. Heroes, I used to rage quit Heroes as a kid. But I loved it, so like I'll rage quit, I'll turn off the Xbox, and then like 30 minutes later I'll turn on the Xbox again. I was like that. I fucking love the game, but like, you just slip somewhere, and then you just like, you'd be so fucking pissed. You get a game over, and you just be like, fuck this fucking game, man. And like in 20 minutes, you're like, nah, I want to play Heroes again. And just boot up the Xbox again. Like, I was like that. Deadass, I finished Team Rose before Team Sonic because of that power plant ending. Like, literally, the power plant ending made me go and do Team Rose. Team Dark power plant was easy because the Team Blast, you could just like slow the whole thing down. You could stop time and just beat it quick. So Team Dark actually had an easier power plant. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. Team Dark had 2 levels that were better than Team Sonic's levels. Power Plant and Egg Fleet, those 2 were better than Team Sonic's ones. The only problem is that Team Dark's Egg Fleet doesn't have the cool ending like Team Sonic, but the actual level was better. You know, you were stuck on the crocodile section. That one used to get me too. I don't know why that was so hard as a kid. It's so easy now, but like back then, basic just timing your taps. It's like the pressure gets to you. It gets to you and you're just like, you're fucked, you know? But yeah. If you collect the red star ring, a new graphic pops up on the HUD showing you which ones you collected so far, showing the image below. I believe they added this in Colors or Lost World, one of those games. So I'm glad they added that. That's a good addition. So I'm glad for that. You can see R2 is where the boost is mapped to. They changed that. I think someone said there'll be a toggle to change that. I don't know if we've seen the toggle yet. Saturn Kate donated $1, said, I beat the entire game start to finish, not just Final Story. It's just not difficult, people are just bad. It does have some roadblocks, but I always was like, oh, I have to do this. I don't know why, but casuals can't do that. Well, I mean, look, right? Some people are better at games than other people. That's just how it is, you know? But if you only design a game for people that are good, then your games will struggle to sell, especially in this current climate. You gotta let the casuals play. Obviously, Heroes had Team Rose, so casuals could play, but like, if they do a Heroes remake, they have to remove the lice because it's just like, too many people game over on Heroes. They have to take them out. And it won't bother me because like, game overs are a dated thing. I mean, keep an option to keep the lice, obviously, because it's an old game. Like, have a slider, but like, it won't bother me in the sense that like, it's an old game. People suck. As long as the rankings are still ruthless, as long as you still get an E rank for sucking, like an E, then yeah, remove the lives. You can die 50 times on Final Fortress. Okay? But, you know. Does a game over really drive people away from playing the game? I used to get games all the time, never had any issues, so I just catch it. Here's the thing, right? This is the explanation, right? Because I was talking about the same shit before, and I realized why people have such little patience nowadays, right? When you're a kid, right, you don't get that many fucking games. You gotta beg your parents to buy you a fucking game. You might get one for your birthday, one for Christmas. Maybe if you're a straight A student, you get one as a reward. I don't know. You might get 2 games a year. So if you got 2 games this year and you game over, you're gonna fucking play it again. That's the only game you got on your fucking console right now that's new. As an adult, you can afford so many games that as a kid you got all the time and not enough games to play because you have to beg your parents for them. As an adult, you got money to buy more games, but you ain't got time to play them. You look at my Steam library right now. Have I played all these fucking games? No. Fuck no. If I could stream every day and not beat all of these fucking games, and they're longer too. So people don't have the patience. Then you add in the content creator element to it as well. You're streaming the game now. That's why the Heroes 4 Teams thing has become such a big thing to bitch about recently, because it's like, if someone wants to stream the game, they just want to beat Team Sonic and then get Metal Sonic, because it's a stream, right? No one's watching the stream to see every single level 4 times. But if you were a kid and this is the one game you got to play, you're gonna play all the team because that's the game you got to play. You're not thinking about, I need to finish Metal Sonic so I can end my stream and go to bed and get ready for work in the morning. You don't think about that. You're just gonna keep playing the game. So when you think about it that way, people are more frustrated at game overs now because there's so many games to play that we got less patience. You know? Who wants to spend time game overing and retrying shit when there's like 50+ hour games out there that you haven't even finished yet, that you've bought? People just don't have the time anymore. They lost their patience, you know? That's the way I see it. I've noticed it myself too. When I'm streaming a new game, whether on like Premulous or whatever, if they make me retry a bunch of shit, I just get mad. I'm like, why am I retrying shit? I wanna feel like I'm moving forward, right? You know? It's just one of those things. You know? But yeah. Where was I? Alright, red rings. I haven't gotten that one red ring in City Escape. I mean, I got it when the game first came out, and I haven't gotten it since then. I need to get that when Shadow Gems comes out. Anyway, next tweet. Defeating enemies as Shadow doesn't charge his boost gauge, instead charging his chaos gauge. In Generations, did the enemies charge the boost gauge, or is it just the rings? I don't even remember. For me, the boost gauge is always full, so I don't actually remember what charges it. I just know that it always stays charged. It's charged up. The red star ring on the skateboard section. No, not the one on the skateboard section. The one on the gun truck where you have to time a jump. I got it when the game was new, and since then I haven't gotten it. I mean, I guess I could pick a day and just like retry from the checkpoint until I get it. But every time I get it, then I don't get it. I'll be like, oh, I'll try next time. I just haven't gotten it since. Enemies and rings. Okay, it's enemies and rings. But yeah, Chaos Control can reveal hidden ring lines you can light dash into. Chaos Control is which one again? No, that's not a Doom power. That's separate. Okay. Can reveal hidden ring lines you can light dash into. Chaos Spear can be locked onto 5 targets when action button is held. 3 collection keys are hidden in the act. What do the collection keys even do? I don't even know. But yeah. Maybe the keys do something in the open zone. Alright, next tweet. PS5 controller gives nice feedback during impactful scenes. Lots of options as seen here. What's this? Okay, we'll go through that in a sec. You can customize the deceleration rate, doesn't affect turning radius. Choose between performance mode or better image quality mode. So this is for you console fans. I'm not including Switch, you guys are getting 30 and you're gonna like it. You're gonna like it. But for PS5 and Series X, for PS5 and Series X, it looks like you can choose between 60 FPS and 30. You know, so if you want the visual. So we got voice settings, language, subtitles, control tutorial, hint ring, challenge information, vibration, vertical camera, camera sensitivity, camera distance. Okay, so standard shit. Auto camera correction, center cursor display, camera angle, deceleration rate to stop. So do we have camera control in Shadow Gens? I know they took out camera control in Sonic Gens. But yeah, you can change the deceleration. So if you want like more slower deceleration, then it's gonna feel more, I guess, fluid. If you have fast acceleration, it's gonna be like you can stop on a dime. I wonder if that's gonna affect rankings. So you got control type standard. So I think that's like because you can, I think you can have the boost on R2 like Frontiers, or you can have the boost on Square like base gens. No 120 FPS option. Well, this is actually for Shadow Gens because it's the red HUD. It's not for Sonic Gens. But I don't think they're gonna do 120. Alright, if you want that, I was gonna say if you want that, go on PC, but I don't even know if the PC version is gonna be uncapped. It's the same engine, so it's gonna be the same shit. They're probably not even gonna uncap it. We'll see. But you can change the game type. You can even change individual controls like jump, homing attack, boost, crouch, left step, right step. So they're not calling it quick step anymore, they're calling it left step, right step. I just got a sharp hunger pang. Oh my god. Chaos spear, chaos control. You even change the pause button and the move forward button. If you're playing on a powerful system like PC, you're expecting to run at 60. I mean, they really should have uncapped the frame rate, but I don't think they did. 60 on PC, like as the maximum, is a dated thing. Honestly, they need to stop doing that. Don't you think Shadow Gens look pretty good on Switch on that Doom trailer? I don't think they used Switch footage for that trailer though. That didn't seem like Switch footage. So, you know, unless it was Switch 2 footage, ooh, you know, but yeah. Someone said Switch better be 720p 60. Man, you're gonna get 30 and you're gonna like it, okay? Alright, menu confirm, menu back, sub button 1, tab left, background music, volume, okay, display setting, brightness, okay, so display quality, so you got performance priority, and then you probably got like a visual priority as well. So yeah. Conclusion, while the drop dash is a bit jank in Sonic Gens, I still enjoyed the demo from a casual perspective. Stay tuned for more gameplay on YouTube. That's to thank you for playing, pre-order now. So yeah. We got some base generations gameplay. I guess we could go through this. I mean, it's base gens. We want to see the drop dash at least, so let's go through this quickly. The drop dash isn't too bad actually. I mean, the spin dash is definitely way more powerful, but that's how it's supposed to be. I wonder, like, I guess we'll have to see what speedrunners do with it, like if the drop dash will enhance the runs or not. But yeah, that spin dash is so OP that I wonder when we're gonna use the drop dash. Bottom route, really? So they're saying this is Colleen? Like they changed the Omochao voice? Embargo lifts tomorrow. Are you gonna continue streaming off the movie 3 trailer? Wait, which embargo lifts tomorrow? Which embargo are you talking about? Isn't Roger the voice of Omega now? Please no. Please no. Gamescom demo embargo list. What time does the demo embargo lift? I didn't even know the embargo list tomorrow. That means there's gonna be more shit tomorrow. Man, maybe I should have waited till tomorrow to do the stream then. There would have been more shit to talk about. There was a private demo, so like more content? Oh, shit. Oh. Do you know what time the embargo is? Because 2 PM is the movie trailer. And 3 PM is the direct, which is going to be like 40 minutes. So hopefully, if the embargo lists are like 4 PM, then I could come back and then do a reaction to that. Let me see the rankings on that. Yeah, it seems like standard gens rank. I wish they had made the gens rankings harder, man. Like, that would have been a nice upgrade for the re-release. Don't worry, you can just stream longer. Nah, because the direct won't be streamed on this channel. It will be streamed on the non-song channel. So I have to leave and come back. So finish the trailer reaction. Plus, the trailer reaction is going to get copyright claimed anyway. So I want to have that separate. Because Paramount are going to get their grubby little paws on that. So let's see the drop dash here. Oh, that R2 boost looks so weird. Ah, the drop dash isn't actually that bad. Even for a boost game, it's like... But you have to jump dash first. You have to do a jump dash first. There's like no way to just like drop dash straight away. That kind of takes the steam out of it. I also hope they let me use PlayStation controls on the PC version of the game. I'm tired of everything just being set to like Xbox by default and you can't change it. I hope they fix that for the PC version. But yeah, if you got boost, I don't think you really need to be using this drop dash. The speedrunners might prove me wrong. Yeah, I think the Omo Chao clips are different as well. There will be mods. Yeah, I mean, we shouldn't really need mods for basic controller icons though. At this point, they know people use DualSense. Oh, that's the red ring icon. Oh my god, casual gameplay, casual gameplay, casual gameplay. Oh my god. I'm sorry, but like, I'm one of those dudes who like I never play gens without trick mastery. So when I see the slow tricks, it feels so wrong. I always play with trick mastery on. I need my trick mastery. That's the red ring thing in the heart as well. Someone on Twitter tested the glitches. Yeah, we got that. We got that actually. I got that loaded up. He made one mistake. Look, I'm sorry, but like, you know, I get it. He's a casual, you know, but I just played this level so many times that like, oh god, that was painful. You use trick mastery and spam the same direction. You know you don't have to change direction on trick mastery to get the tricks, right? You can just hold it forward. They made it very simple, right? They made it very simple. I personally prefer the QTEs and Unleashed. You know, those always kept you on your toes. No matter how many times you replayed the game, it's a different series of buttons. You always have to be on edge. Gens looks exactly the same as 14 years ago. Because it is the same. It's literally the same. They didn't change it. So, it's the same engine. It's the same everything. Alright, Shadow Gems. So now we can see some menu shit as well in the footage. So this is the menu music. So that's the display settings. I don't think we saw that before. Man, no gun sound effects. You switched the voice actor to Japanese. Yeah, bro, they don't want to hear no Roger. Or Cook in this instance. Yeah, this HUD is beautiful, man. Let me not get into a hard rant right now. But yeah, like, honestly, when this game comes out, that Jason Griffith voice mod is getting slapped on. The moment that shit drops, you know, Sonic Jason, Shadow Jason, Jason everywhere when this shit drops. That's the first mod I'm installing. Jason, and if there's no option for original music, then I'm replacing all the EDM with the original music. That's gonna be the second mod I install. Would you like to see mirror mode in both Sonic Gens and Shadow Gens? You mean like Mario Kart mirror mode? I think mirror mode would be a bit pointless. You know, if you're gonna do a reuse the levels to stretch the content, then you might as well do like a reverse mode. Start from the end of the level, make it to the beginning. That would be more interesting than a mirror mode to me. Mirror mode is only relevant if you're turning a lot, but a lot of the game does the turning for you, so it's better to do like a reverse. That would be more creative. Do we know if Sonic will be playable in the Shadow stages? I don't think Sonic is going to be playable in Shadow Gens. I don't think Shadow is going to be playable in Sonic Gens. It just doesn't seem like they're going that route. I think it would have been interesting to see, but I don't think they're going to do that. You got the gravity wall run and shit. So what I said, this looks more like dashing like a maniac. I mean, I don't think it's Force's levels of dashing like a maniac. That Force's like was really dashing like a maniac. But I want to see how the levels play with the Doom powers. I still find it funny that they just put mash there, like, just like if it wasn't clear enough, you must mash. Skydiving section, you're seeing that, yeah. This part really does look like Crazy Gadget. I really do wonder if the levels are gonna like go up in difficulty significantly later on, or if it's gonna be similar to this. Old footage. I mean, it's the same level from the Summer Game Fest demo, but it's someone else has recorded it from the Gamescom demo. You don't see the appeal of all this automation. Well, I mean, the reason they made the levels more automated is so that more casuals don't mess up. We've seen casuals play, you know, They design it with that in mind. Because if you keep it too fluid and free, they will die. Right? I like the fluid and free. But I grew up in that era. Very funny, Soleil. Switch will put a loading screen at that part. Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna handle that for Switch, actually. But I mean, there's a reason we haven't seen the Switch footage yet. It's gonna be... Is Death less automated than previous meta games? Well, I mean, Generations is meta, so I wouldn't say that. And as much as Lost World had automation, you had a lot of work to do in Lost World when you were playing that game. I would say Lost World, you were doing more work from a gameplay standpoint than any other meta era game. Lost World made you work. The parkour, it did have scripted sequences, but Lost World definitely made you work a lot. And yeah, I mean, Gens did have automation. All 3D Sonic games have automation. But I would say Lost World was the least automated of the meta era. How many minutes is that? 442 and an S rank. So if you get it in 442, you can get an S rank. That's a decent amount of time for a level. Is that more? Oh, Bio Lizard boss.
I will end your suffering. It's no use. You can't keep pace with me.
I know people hate AI, but like, if they took all the dialogue in this game and made it Jason in a mod, I would put that shit on. I don't know how dialogue heavy the game's gonna be.
Your energy is still unstable. I need to target the life support rig on its back.
All this chasing, glazing is great. It's not glazing, it's being real. Juggling Sonic, Shadow, and Jet with one hand. That's all he was doing. One hand. Like, I'm sorry, but Kirk's Shadow just doesn't do it for me. You're in a Discord server with Sonic modders already working on that mod? For this game? Or for Frontiers, or what? Because I didn't see any big AI mods for Frontiers where they like redid all the dialogue. I know it's doable, I just didn't see anyone do it. I mean, I haven't been keeping up like that, but... Would you like a rhythm game for Sonic spin-offs? I mean, I'm not a rhythm game fanboy, but if it's like one of many spin-offs, then why not, I guess? But if we're talking about spin-offs, I want Riders Ultimate. That's the shit I really want. That's like the game I want. With constant support. The amount of beautiful environments we have in Sonic, like, if they did Riders Ultimate, Hedgehog Engine 2'd out, you know, make it free to play so that the online isn't dead on arrival, so people actually play it. Multi-plat. You got so many levels to pick from for Riders Ultimate. They could have like DLC every year where they add new levels. Like this, Riders Ultimate would be the biggest Sonic game ever if they pulled it off well, right? Like it would be the biggest one, right? I mean, I guess technically the biggest one is Dash, but Riders Ultimate could beat that. I mean, it doesn't even have to beat it. It just has to be popular enough that they keep supporting it. because if it was getting supported, like if it's like tons of like customization, obviously microtransactions for the whales to keep the game financed, then you could add so many like tracks that it would be like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe levels of content, right? You just have like 50 plus tracks in there, just add new ones every year. Like it'll be crazy. I'm just saying. But, you know, Sega don't want to realize their full potential. Like, a reminder, right? The biggest Mario game ever is Mario Kart 8. Like, no 3D Mario or 2D Mario is bigger than Mario Kart 8. No Nintendo game is bigger than Mario Kart 8 except for Wii Sports. And Mario Kart 8 will probably outsell Wii Sports if they don't make the next one within the next year. So, just showing you how big that game is. Riders Ultimate would be that for Sonic if they did it properly. You know, it would just be that, right? Like, but they're just not ready for greatness. They're just not ready for it, you know? To be fair, Mario Kart 8 was also bundled with the Switch. It was bundled, but, you know, that's not why it's so successful. Like, it really is that shit. Like, they added so much content to it. It's like a fully stacked party game, right? It's a party game, you know, but people that are good can still play it and enjoy it because of 200cc. You know, it's got online. It's so many courses now, you know? I just think it's that game. Like, imagine the skins. Like, imagine they put all the different Sonic models in the game as customization. They could have 06 Sonic, SA2 Sonic model, movie Sonic model. Then you got skins for Shadow, skins for Tails, Amy, Rude. They could stack it so hard, it would be like the most supported, most updated Sonic game. The content would be crazy. You know, it would be the greatest Sonic game, or at least the one that would get the most playtime, because it would just be constant content. All those spears and his damage is barely even moving. Thoughts on Mario Sunshine? I don't hate it, but it's not like a go-to Mario game. In terms of 3D Mario, it's most likely bottom 3. Someone said, I think what people misunderstand is Roger isn't a bad Sonic in the slides. He just doesn't have as much charm compared to Ryan or Jason. His Frontier's voice was great. I don't think he's a good Sonic. I've never thought that. I got used to it over time because I had no choice, but I don't think. Boom, fine. Like, the Boom show, I enjoyed the Boom show. They kind of tailored his personality to Roger, so it made sense in Boom. But like when I think of like what I want Sonic to be, I don't think of Roger. I still don't, right? I'm sorry, 2000s borns who grew up on Colors. Like, you can't just change a character's voice and expect it to not be weird, okay? If you grew up on a different voice, you can't just do that, okay? You just can't. People will notice, okay? I mean, the Meta Era fans were crying when Roger said he wasn't coming back. When they first started getting rid of the voice actors, they were crying when they said Roger was gone. That's how it feels. That's how it feels to me. Okay? But anyway, IGN did an interview at Gamescom with, I believe, Izuka. So we're going to react to that. Let's go. Do I prefer Roger or Prime Sonic? Voice-wise, definitely Prime. Devin Mac. You know? Definitely. For sure. Devin Mac was a great Sonic voice, I think. He still had some of that Roger like vibe, but mixed with Orion, you know. So I think that was a lot better for Sonic. I'll put Devin Mac's Sonic voice next to, maybe even above. What's his name? Ben Schwartz. You know, I would say both Devin and Ben Schwartz are probably like around A tier. Maybe Ben is B. I don't know. They're both A to B. S tier is obviously Ryan and Jason in their primes, you know.
Sonic X Shadow Generations isn't an...
This is one of the Sonic was never good dudes.
enhanced version of 2011's beloved Sonic Generations, featuring new standalone content with Shadow the Hedgehog, who now has Doom powers. Here to tell me all about it are Takashi Iizuka and Austin Keys from Sega of America. Welcome.
Daddy Zook.
Thank you.
So, bringing back Sonic Generations, getting Shadow in there, and now Shadow has these Doom powers. Doom Spear, Doom Blast, Doom Morph, Doom Wing, Doom Surf, and more. Tell us about these. Is Shadow doomed? What's happening here?
はい、今回ソニックシャドウジェネレーションを作るにあたってですね、ソニックにはない新しい能力を、シャドウに与えようということで、今回そのドゥームパワーっていう新しい能力をシャドウに与えました。本当に今ご紹介いただいたようにドゥームウィングって言って、
Every time they show footage, they never show the classic Sonic abusing the spin that shit. Even though every like regular Sonic fan does that shit,
新しい能力を
they don't show it here. Everyone doesn't spin
本
that
当に
shit.
今ご紹介いただいたようにドゥームウィングって言ってシャドウに羽が生えるすごいかっこいいアクションを筆頭にですねさまざまないろんなアクションをこうゲームをプレイするに伝えてこう徐々にこう成長していく徐々に取得していく
They showing all the classic footage because they know IGN love that shit.
っていうところがこのゲームの一つの楽しみ方になってます。
So yeah, Sonic X Shadow Generations. We wanted to make a game where we gave, Sonic is in there, but Shadow is going to have these new powers and new abilities that he'll be able to, do all throughout the game. It was something interesting.
Pram the Whistler are going to be in a Heroes remake. If the Whistler are in the game, it's not a Heroes remake. It's something else, and it's not Heroes. They don't exist together. It's ridiculous. It wouldn't happen.
All the Doom powers that you talked about, yes, they're all in there. Doom Wing is a really cool one where he actually grows wings. We wanted to have Shadow have these abilities and kind of earn them as you're playing the game to give him new things to do as you're playing the game and progressing through the story.
Of course. Someone said would like Sonic Rivals 3 with online racing as a side mode that doesn't die out quickly. I was saying that Rivals 2 had some of the best multiplayer in the series. Like, real talk. They could do a Rivals like pack and just add online support. I mean, Switch users would probably play that.
So that is one of the new points that's really fun about the Shadow side of Sonic X Shadow Generations.
And I believe there are some other familiar faces we'll be seeing. I believe Metal Overlord was spotted in the latest trailer. That's sure to please fans. How does Metal Overlord fit into the package?
はい、ソニックジェネレーションを遊んだことのある方はおそらく分かるかと思うんですけども、このジェネレーション
Rivals pack, on the Switch and the Steam Deck. Oh,
っていうシリーズのゲームは一旦すべて
casual footage. Oh, casual footage.
今まで歩んできた歴史をもう一度歩み直すっていう。
Whenever I see people home and attack these enemies, I just go casual. Whenever I see them like do this and not do what you're supposed to do,
タイムイーターによって過去が全部
I'm
消
just
され
like,
てしまっ
yeah,
て、そ
casual.
の今まで歩んできた歴史をもう一度歩み直すって
Yeah,
い
you
う
better
ゲー
home
ム
and attack
なん
those
ですね。
enemies.
なので
You better stop boosting.
バイオリザードとか今回のメタルオーバーロードとかこれはソニックヒーローズの時のラスボスなんですけど、
What did I hear? He said the GOAT.
これはソニックヒーローズの時の
Yeah.
今回のメタルオーバーロード
Izuka, what's the
これは
GOAT?
ソ
Tell
ニッ
me.
クヒーローズの時
Thank you,
の
Izuka.
ラスボス界の
One more
メタル
time,
オーバー
please.
ロードとか
What's the
これは
GOAT?
ソニックヒーローズの時の
I didn't hear you quite. Can you tell me one more time? What is the GOAT? The Billy GOAT?
とか今回の
Just one more
メタ
time.
ルオーバーロードとかこれはソニックヒーローズの時の
Thank you.
ラスボスなんですけども、
Thank you. Just wanted to hear
これら
one
と
more time.
もう一度シャドウが戦うことになるそういう流れになっています。
So as for anyone who's played Sonic Generations, you may know this already, but the whole Generations format is that the Time Eater has come and kind of taken away all of time and space, and everything is in this kind of strange time-space void. And as you're going through the game, you're kind of revisiting a lot of the places from the past, and you're re-experiencing it and kind of putting the time-space continuum back. So for the Shadow side, we do have things
Is he
like
running out of
Eye Lizard.
boost? What is he doing?
They are going to be stuck in that, time-space continuum issue. Metal Overlord.
Did he edit that? Did he die? Why did you edit that? Did you die and have to retry?
Issue.
Why was there an edit
Overlord
there?
This is the last
You
boss.
just skipped like 5 seconds ahead.
Space,
Did he really die
continuum,
there?
Issue. Metal Overlord this is the last boss from Sonic Heroes. These are all going to be bosses that Shadow again will have to face and defeat in order to put the time continuum back.
And I believe we saw footage in the latest trailer of Chaos Island, which is from Sonic Frontiers, which I believe came out after the original Sonic generation. So
Guess
now
don't finish
that
the
you are
tricks.
sort of revisiting the package, adding Shadow, it's not just from, you're not just pulling from games that came out before Sonic Generations, is that correct? It seems like everything is game.
そうですね。ソニックジェネレーションズが、リリース
Another edit,
そう
really?
ですね。ソニックジェネレーション
What was the point of that edit?
リリースしたのが2011年なんですけども、それ以降にソニックフォースとか、あとソニックフロンティアとか、さまざまなゲームがリリースされてます。
Do you think Sonic X Shadow Generations will run at 60 on Switch? No. No chance. And I'll tell you why. Right? Sonic Generations on PS3 didn't run at 60. On Xbox didn't run at 60. I mean, it tried to, but it wasn't running at 60. So, I don't, like, Colors Ultimate didn't run at 60 on Switch. Colors. And that should have run at 60. So if we're talking like base gens, and that's gonna struggle, then there's no way Shadow Gens is going to. You'd be lucky to get a stable 30 on Switch, honestly. I mean, Switch 2 is coming out, and it's rumored to be backwards compatible. So even if you get it on Switch now, and it's not the smoothest, at least you know you can replay it on Switch 2 on launch and get it at 60. I mean, you're gonna get a Switch 2 on launch, right? Because the moment they announced the new 3D Mario for launch title on Switch 2, the moment they announced a new Mario Kart as a launch title on Switch 2, you have to get a Switch 2 at that point. Like, at that point, so you're just gonna have to upgrade. So, you know.
ますけども、その過去から最新作のソニックフロンティアーズまでを今回のシャドウジェネレーションズでは取り入れてます。
So yes, you're exactly correct. Sonic Generations came out in 2011, and it kind of revisited all of the past up until 2011. But for the Shadow side, you know, there's Sonic Forces that came out after Generations, Sonic Frontiers that came out after Generations, and so we wanted to, you know, go
Forces?
not only
Never heard of
all
that.
the way back from the beginning, but continue on all the way up to Sonic Frontiers and kind of portray a
Am I
lot
streaming
of.
the Nintendo Direct on the non-Sonic channel? Yep, 100%. The Nintendo Direct will be reacted to on Premulous. But before that, we're doing a movie trailer reaction here. Movie trailer reaction live. So don't miss it. We're going to react to Keanu Reeves in the movie.
Parts of different games in Shadow Generations.
So Shadow's campaign within Sonic Generations, is it completely separate, or will Sonic and Shadow meet up at some point?
You're going to get copyright claimed. Well, everyone who does a reaction is going to get copyright claimed anyway, so I might as well stream it.
はい、ソニックジェネレーションズとシャドウジェネレーションズは実は同じタイムラインで物語が進行してまして、どちらもタイムイーターによってその時間と空間が消されてしまったっていう、そこから物語がスタートします。で、ソニックジェネレーションズを遊んだこと、
Paramount gonna get the stream as soon as they can. I'm only scared if they do that thing where they block it midstream. That shit will piss me off because, like, you know, it will just cut off the stream. But I don't mind getting claimed.
遊んだことある人には分かると思うんですけど、途中シャドウとの出会いもあるんですね、絡みも。でそれも今回のシャドウジェネレーションズでもこうザッピングみたいな感じで両方がこう重なり合った形でストーリーが進行します。
So yes, Sonic Generations and Shadow Generations take place in the same timeline. The story both starts with the Time Eater kind of messing with the world and removing time and space. So both the Sonic side and the Shadow side kind of have that in there.
What do you do if we get a Sonic X Silver Unleashed? Silver needs his own game. Silver definitely needs his own game. I want a Silver and Blaze game for sure. I don't think we need Sonic X Silver Unleashed though, you know? I wouldn't mind a Sonic X Silver Heroes though, because Silver could be a team on Heroes. Silver, Blaze, and someone else, you know? You think Knuckles and Shadow have a fight scene in the third movie? I don't know. I mean, it seems like Sonic and Shadow are going to be the main ones fighting in that. I mean, did Knuckles and Shadow fight in SA2? I don't, you know. I'm just using SA2 as the guideline here.
And as you're playing through the game, there are moments, for people who have played Sonic, they know that Shadow does pop into Sonic Generations, and we are going to have those kind of moments where...
Yo, Xenocolor7 with the $5 donation. Will Shadow face Sonic and Silver on rival battles? I mean, that would be a really cool, like, tie-in point, because Sonic has the rival battle with Shadow. If they just put the same rival battle in Shadow Generations but with better graphics, but now you play as Shadow and you whoop Sonic, because like the continuum point, like they just come together in that same battle, and then the games go in their separate directions again. That would be hilarious, you know, because then you just get to use Sonic to beat Shadow, and then play Shadow Gens, and then use Shadow to beat Sonic. But I don't know if they'll go that way.
There is that crossover between the storylines of Sonic Generations and Shadow Generations.
Cool. So I believe there's also an open world, a 3D hub world. What are we able to do there, and does it work is it anything like the way it worked in Sonic Frontiers?
はい、ソニックフロンティアでオープンワールドのオープンゾーンっていうゲームプレイが非常に皆さんにご好評いただいたんですけども、
Final boss will be a QTE for You Got This Song.
今回のシャドウジェネレーションズを作るにあたって実際のアクションゲームプレイはソニックジェネレーションズと同様、サイドスクロールとフォワードビューの3D アクションゲームなんですけども、そのハブワールドとなるホワイトスペースの部分にフロンティアのオープンゾーンのエレメント
This will Unleashed visually. This has got superior graphics to Unleashed for sure. Superior graphics. Unleashed has got a great art style with the Pixar kind of look. But graphically, this is just far superior. Unleashed has been graphically surpassed since Frontiers. You know, it took them long enough. Long enough.
を少し加えています。これがそれぞれルームパワーをこうシャドウが身につけることによってこの行ける範囲が広がっていって、また新しい発見や新しいステージへの入り口が見つかるというような構造になっています。
So yes, the open zone theme that they used to create Sonic Frontiers, that was something that people really liked. And so when they were making the Shadow Generations part of the game, they said, first of all, we need to have the Generations format. We need that side-scrolling action platform gameplay. We also need the front view, like running into the world,
2D.
Action gameplay, action platforming as well. But for the hub world, they wanted to take the open zone game design kind of aesthetic and mentality and design a hub world with that open zone design aesthetic. And in doing so, they created this world that kind of feels...
Knuckles and Shadow did fight in Sonic X in Season 3. I need to rewatch Sonic X, man. Real talk. It's been years since I did a Sonic X rewatch, you know? But, yeah, I mean, I don't think they're pulling from Sonic X for the movie, but... Man, Knuckles and Shadow fight will be interesting, you know? I'm guessing there'll be 2 Sonic versus Shadow fights in the movie. Like, one early on when Sonic realizes the power of Shadow, and then one later on when they have a proper fight. And then they realize that, you know, Shadow's not the villain, and Shadow eases up on Sonic, and then they fight the real villain, which I don't know if that's going to be BioLizard, Metal Sonic, whoever the fuck is going to be someone.
Like Frontiers, you can run around wherever you want, but as Shadow acquires Doom powers, he's also getting these abilities to get to different parts in this open zone format. So your Doom powers will let you get to new places and find new stages and places to play in the game.
Very cool. I know Sonic Generations is a fan favorite Sonic game. Bringing it back, polishing it up, and adding new content. I know fans are going to be really excited to play. So thank you so much for coming by and talking about the game with us here.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, players everywhere can experience a whole lot of Hedgehog when Sonic X Shadow Generations comes to PC and consoles on October 25th. There's much more Gamescom coverage right around here on IGN, so stick around.
What the fuck song is that? That sounds like a song from like a 2000s rock song.
25th. There's much more Gamescom coverage right around here on IGN, so stick around.
I swear, it sounds like an Avril Lavigne instrumental.
Your code name for this mission?
Sound like The Offspring or some shit like that. Is there any other videos from IGN about this? Let me just type in the Sonic. See what comes up. Well, I can't actually sort that. Okay, now that's the trailer we already saw. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else that they posted recently about it. Yeah, that's just the trailer. Yeah, okay. High school sucks also. I don't do that. 2000s rock was going hard, man. That shit was going hard. That shit was going hard. That was my childhood. I think Sonic Stadium summarized. I think we're almost done. If anyone's got any like people that reviewed the demo from Gamescom, you got like tweet threads, let me know, or we could check them out. I've only got like one to check out, but there might be more that I didn't see. But yeah, Sonic Stadium said Shadow Generations port of crossover. Frontiers like open zone will open up as more Doom powers are unlocked, unlocking more levels. With Shadow Gens, I want to continue up until Frontiers, hence the inclusion of Chaos Island and Sunset Heights. The real reason is obviously because they have the assets sitting there and they wanted to use them again, but we'll ignore that. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for that. There's some more gameplay of the same levels, but it's full captured. Is there anything like special about the gameplay, or is it just like the same routes and all that? Alright, we gotta go through this. I found out in Shadow Gens, if you fail the quick time events, it plays a nice dodge animation and resets the action. So as you already know, modern games like to baby you the fuck out, right? So if you miss a basic QTE, they don't want you to feel like you suck and, make you die or anything. So they'll just let you retry. Unleashed was like, you failed a QTE, either you die or bottom root, depending on the QTE. Ruthless. A lot of Sonic fans don't like that because they don't want to feel like they're being punished for missing QTEs. Maybe you should pay attention to the level so you don't miss them. But, okay. Let's take a look at this. So you failed a basic QTE, it just sends you back there to do it again. And then what's the other one? It shows up, you don't mash, nothing bad happens, the missile just goes back, and then you have to do it again. It's like, maybe pay attention. Like, too much babying, man. Like, you could have mashed the button. We gonna make you get another chance to mash. Die. You didn't mash the button to miss out, kill Shadow. The fuck? Too much babying. Back in my day, we used to get game overs on PowerPoint. Oh god. Shadow's too cool to die. Well, I mean that is true because we got heroes, so they prove that. Like, I'm not one of these people that's just like, there should be no bottomless pits. Every time I fall, there should be a ground to save me. No, it's a platformer. There should be bottomless pits. If you keep falling to lower routes, maybe you should die. What the fuck? Try harder next time. Okay? I'm sorry. You make a whole platform and there's no bottomless pits. It feels like I'm being restricted. Like, they don't trust me to not die or to get frustrated from death, so they just remove all the pits so that everywhere is safe. No. Okay? There should be points where I can die. The risk is part of the fun. The risk is part of the fun. Okay? Like, imagine you were playing Egg Fleet, right? Like, let's go to Egg Fleet. Imagine you were playing Egg Fleet. Let me open this one. And like, imagine all of this, there was a big solid platform under all of this. You couldn't see the sky. All of this area was just a big solid platform. Don't worry if you fall. The platform will save you and there'll be a spring to bring you back up to the edge. No, I can fall. I'm in the middle of the sky high up. I can fall. Now you're probably not gonna fall here because the rail is right there. But you could fall. That's part of the risk. It's part of the fun. I could fall. There's a whole, like, earth below me. I don't know, man. That's just how I am. Even simple shit like this. This is a basic simple section. You go up, you go down. But I could jump off. If I wanted to be an idiot, I could just jump off and die. Now, sometimes you can jump off to take different routes, which is just part of the game. But if I wanted to jump off, I could jump off and die. Or if if it told me to go down and I didn't go down, the missile could shoot into me and I could die. I actually have to be somewhat responsible. Even in a basic go up and down section, I can still die. Even in a bobsled where it's like auto moving for you, you can still die. Like, you know, I don't know, man. Like, and then Unleashed as well. Like, Unleashed, I mean, they were ruthless with it. I don't know if there's any videos with failed QTEs. That's Werehog. Why is Chris Pratt scaring me on this screen? I typed in Unleashed. This is a Werehog failed QTE. I mean, you still get punished for it, but it's different from day stage failed QTEs. I think you take damage when you fail the QTE. I'm trying to remember. Can we skip to the QTE, please? Here it is. Yeah, I mean, this is a basic enemy. But yeah, I think the bigger punishment is on the day stages. You fail the QTE, you can die. Here it's just like, you just waste time. But I think on some of the bigger enemies, if you go to like the Eggman Land QTE, like, what's it called? These enemies at the end of Eggman Land, if you fail those fast QTEs, the enemies like regen health. So it's like if you fail it, it's gonna waste a lot of fucking time because you have to like regenerate the health, or they will regenerate the health, and you have to like re-damage it. Stop yapping and show the failed day QTE. I don't have the footage here. It's not here. No one posts footage of failed QTEs. They want to play the game well, okay? But even in Win More Owl, like the first level, they have like failed QTE like punishments. The point I was just trying to make was that the games used to be more punishing, and I kind of missed that. At least platformers, you know. I kind of missed that for sure. I just feel like, you know, they used to... The first stage have platforms to catch you, but later in the initiate. Yeah, like if it's like early stages, fine. You fail the QTE, you go on a bottom route. But later stages, just pay attention and do the QTE. Otherwise, die and restart from the checkpoint. They've taken out lives anyway, so you can try again. Dust yourself off and try again. Wait, Lil Wayne's got a new track out? Shit, I need to check that shit out. I'm not gonna do this on stream, don't worry. Don't worry. I know you guys don't care about Lil Wayne. He's the best rapper alive, but you guys don't care. Anyway, someone said, so I wanted to test out some bugs and glitches of Sonic Generations in the remaster, and it turns out that mostly all of them work still. Mostly all of them still work besides the bug where Sonic clips off the wall instead of sliding down. What are your thoughts? So I think that's all about speedrunner glitches that they use. Most of them still work, but I think one of them doesn't, because obviously it's the same engine, so all the glitches are gonna work. It's not like Colors Ultimate where they deadass like ported Colors into a whole nother engine because they couldn't use Nintendo's engine from the Wii. That's where all the issues came from. They couldn't port it properly. Let's check this out. I love this song. So in the original, oh god. So the rail like disappears. I think that's part of the glitch. Like a speed running tactic or something. Yeah, you see that part of the shit has disappeared. Like the right side is gone when you use that glitch. It's like it changes the way things load. So obviously it works in the original. Yeah, its parts disappeared as well. They really caught it a remaster and it's running the same engine 1. You can't hear the music? Anyway, yeah, that glitch still works. This is someone who played Sonic X Shadow Generations at Gamescom and failed every single QTE. So basically, they gave us that IGN gameplay. Okay, there's no sound. Okay, I guess we'll just keep sound playing. Let's play something else. Let's go for Sky Troops. I just saw the whole crowd of people in the background just watching the game. Missile should have killed him. Next time, pay attention. Like, I got no sympathy for it. All you had to do was mash one button. After this, watch Spider-Man 2 failed QTEs. Isn't that the one where they pause it entirely? They just stop the whole game? I swear it was like that. It's just basically on a loop. Is Spider-Man 2 coming to PC? Well, God of War Ragnarok is coming to PC like next month. So Spider-Man 2 will probably come to PC at some point. I don't know when. Wasn't that Spider-Man 3, not 2? Aren't we talking about the recent Spider-Man 2 QTEs? Not the old Spider-Man 2. Flowing Kites donated $1 and said, is there a chance Sonic 3 might move release date slightly to avoid releasing on the same day as Mufasa, which has the same target audience? Lion King 2019 is the highest scored animated film ever. Soon to be Inside Out 2, which they might want to... They might change the date. I really hope the dates aren't final anyway, because this whole UK getting the movie late shit, I'm not here for that. So they should change it. Make everyone wait. Or make it a bit early, I don't know. But yeah, they don't want to drop on the same day as Lion King, Mufasa, whatever. There's also the leaked build of Spider-Man 2 that modders compiled so it's playable. Is it fully playable? Like, I heard that they were doing that, but I haven't kept up with it in a while. That's fair. You got it early for Sonic 2, so now you get it late. No! It's not. Regional release dates are stupid. It was stupid then, and it was stupid. Even when we got it early, it was stupid. The only benefit is that it came out on April Fool's Day. So, it came out on April Fool's Day, so I made that fucking review. Where's my shit? Alright, it came out on April Fool's Day, so I did a Sonic Movie 2 review that was a complete... It was a fake review, and I just kept saying all sorts of shit. It's the top one. It was an April Fool's review. And because the Americans hadn't seen the movie, they were believing it until I started saying more and more wild shit, and then I'm like, what the fuck? This isn't real. And then the next day I posted the real review. I actually filmed the April Fool's review before I left to go and see the movie, so that I couldn't spoil the movie because I hadn't seen it yet. So I just started saying shit that sounded wild. But yeah, people got mad at me because I said it was convoluted, but that was part of the joke. And then I gave the real review afterwards, which said basically just skip the first movie. You don't have to see that shit, you know. People unsubscribe for me for that. People always unsubscribe for me when I say something that's not. Look, no joke. I'm dead ass, right? I got comments like when I did this trailer reaction, which for those of you who didn't see the trailer reaction, I was, I guess, positive. I gave it a good reaction. I wasn't hating, as they like to say I hate. I gave a good reaction to that trailer. I saw people saying resubscribed. Like, I unsubbed before, but now you're positive about the Sonic, so I'm back. I've returned. You're no longer a hater anymore. Even though I was just being honest about the forces that we were getting and the colors ultimate that we were getting. But it was hate. So I left, you hater. Now you love the game. You're hyped. I'm back. If you keep it this way, maybe I won't unsubscribe again. But yeah, that's how it be. You know. I remember falling for that at the start despite already seeing something. Yeah, that was a perfect timing thing. That's never gonna happen again. But yeah, that because if we had gone on the same day, that would have never been able to work. It just worked so well because of the time. I'm glad they did that just for that joke. But no, realistically, movies should drop on the same day. If we look at like Deadpool and Wolverine, I think they had slightly different dates, but it wasn't crazy. Like, let me see. That's the premiere, that doesn't count. July 24th on all these countries. Yeah, so a lot of countries got it 24th. Then a bunch got it, so UK got it 25th. New Zealand, US got it. So it was 1 day difference between UK and US. Even 1 day is a pain with the way people spoil shit online. But 6 days? And after Christmas? For Sonic Movie 3? They gotta update that shit, man. They gotta update that shit. Like, how you gonna let North Korea see it on the 20th? With the United States, and then we gotta wait till 26. After Christmas. So Christmas dinner, you fucking Americans are gonna be talking about movie 3 at the dinner table? Well, maybe not, because maybe not your whole fans have seen it. But you could be talking about movie 3 at the dinner table. And I'm just sitting there eating my Christmas dinner thinking, I need to go see movie 3 tomorrow. I still ain't seen it. I can't even go online because I ain't seen the movie. Like, the fuck? Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Like, now I gotta plan a trip to North Korea. Right? It's ridiculous. Maybe I'll plan a trip to Canada. Catch a Drake concert and go see the movie. Come back. Or Greece. Greece is Greece in Europe? I'm bad at geography. I think Greece is in Europe. Maybe I'll just go Greece. See it over there. Quick flight to Greece. Come back, you know. The brothers in India will have the 720p screen recorders beforehand. When is it dropping in India though? India ain't getting it till 27th. You know? So, I don't know. You still listen to Drake? Why the fuck would I stop listening to Drake? So, one nigga drops a diss record and you stop listening to an artist that you like? Man, I'm not one of these fake dudes. Okay? Oh no, like, he beefed with someone else? I'm not gonna listen to him ever again. Like, no. That's some fake shit, man. Hey, friend, would Super Shadow be in Shadow Gens? Or would it be combined with his Doom power since it's lost the Prince? I'll be thoroughly surprised if they don't do Super Shadow and Shadow Gens. I mean, they had like 5 Supersonics in Frontiers. For them to not do Super Shadow in Shadow Gens, you know. Someone said, nah, I've never liked you. Well, if you never liked him, then that's different. If you never liked him, you aren't gonna listen to him anyway. But to expect someone who listened to him to stop listening to him because he beefed another nigga, like, that's no. Like, only a casual would even do that. Stop listening because of a beef. Like, I mean, I think he dropped some monthly listeners after the beef because of that. But then it's been rising again because after the hype of the beef died down, they were like, whoa, we're still gonna listen to Drake. Let's be real. You know? Someone said, in my opinion, Drake won the beef. Drake didn't win the beef. I prefer Drake songs. Like, I did. But if winning is about the court of public opinion. So you can't really say he won if the court of public opinion said he didn't win, right? Like, it just didn't happen that way. He took an L, right? But you know, it is what it is. Oh, we got one more thing to check out before we go. I think someone played the Gamescom demo of Sonic X Shadow Generations, and they gave some thoughts, and it's on a Sonic fandom page, so probably not a casual. So let's see what they're saying. I want to change the song again, actually. I'm trying to think of a song to play. You know what? Let's go Wisp. Let's go Wisp. I'm in the mood for... No, I'm not going to say I'm in the mood for Wisp. That sounds horrible. Yeah. Let's slow it down a little bit. Someone said Kendrick lost the beef by starting it in the first place. Only a loser will make diss tracks instead of talk about personal problems one-on-one. Well, you would only talk about personal problems one-on-one if you wanted to resolve them. Kendrick didn't want to resolve his issues with Drake. He wanted the clout that would come from beating Drake in a beef, which he got. You know, he got the clout because Kendrick was at like 50-something million monthly listeners and shot up to like 70-something million after Not Like Us. So he basically got what he wanted, and he's rumored to be dropping an album this year. So his monthly listeners are gonna shoot up even more because people are actually checking for him now. There's so many people started going back to like Good Kid, Man City, and Damn after he won the beef, because I say going back, but like they never heard it. Some of them that just never heard it before, but listen for the first time. So okay, this sounds a bit too happy. This is a bit too happy. Can we play like just the regular act? Yeah, play the regular. That was too happy. Someone said, Prem, I don't even listen to rap because I don't respect the industry, but I'm glad that somebody dissed Drake. I think that's awesome. You don't even like the genre and you still hate him. If I acted this way about Sonic the way you guys act about, whoa, Drake, you'd all be mad at me. The Shadow Generations prove Kishimoto is the problem. Is Kishimoto working on it? I don't even know. Man. Someone said, instead of beefing, why can't Kendrick release good music? Mr. Morale was us. I mean, Morale was overrated for sure. I only go back to like Silent Hill. I'm saying that as a Kendrick fan, but like, Kendrick has got two sides, right? See, I'm getting sidetracked. Kendrick has got two sides. He's got the side where he makes music that gets like critical acclaim and the stans fucking love it, but it's not getting streamed, right? And then he's got the other side where he makes really fucking catchy music that everyone listens to. The side where he makes the shit that gets acclaimed that people don't stream as much, that's like the To Pimp a Butterfly, that's like the Mr. Morale. The side where he makes the catchy shit is like the Good Kid, Man City, and the Damn. And a perfect example of it is like Meet the Grahams versus Not Like Us. Meet the Grahams is like, everyone said it was the craziest diss ever, but like it was like the least streamed diss that actually made it to streaming service. Of all the disses they dropped on streaming services, Meet the Grahams is the least streamed one, but everyone said it was like the greatest thing ever. Not Like Us comes out, it's the catchy one, it's the must beat one, it becomes the most streamed diss record ever. So there's like the two sides of Kendrick, like the not so catchy but critically acclaimed, and then the more catchy one, and then the stands will be like, well, Euphoria was better than Not Like Us, or 616 in LA was better than Not Like Us, or stands will always be like To Pimp a Butterfly's his best album, but like everyone likes Good Kid, Man City, and Damn more. Like the vast majority of people listen to that way more than To Pimp a Butterfly, but the stands and the critics will be like, To Pimp a Butterfly is the best one. It's like, no, Only the stands and the critics think that shit. Everyone else isn't the good kid and damn more. Even Mr. Morale came out 2 years ago. It's already got more streams than To Pimp a Butterfly. So clearly you niggas aren't listening to it as much as you think. Because if you let Mr. Morale outstream To Pimp a Butterfly, and Morale is his worst album, then you're not listening to To Pimp a Butterfly enough, clearly. But, you know, music channel win. I thought about that shit, but I don't want to turn something that I love, which is music, into content. Because then every time my album comes out, I'm going to be like, I have to stream my reaction. I have to make a review. I actually really like listening to music for a pleasure-like perspective. And I just don't want to make that content. Because, I mean, I love gaming, but, like, once you start a gaming channel, then every time you want a game, it's, like, content. So you have to, like, relinquish it to that. Someone said sorry, but Eminem is better. Well, I mean, I got Eminem over Kendrick. Just for, like, Eminem's prime shit. I mean, I grew up on Eminem. So, you know, I would put Eminem over Kendrick. Old Eminem, not like now. Like, if Eminem drops an album, or he did drop one this year, I would assume that Kendrick could make a better album right now. But if we're comparing, like, Marshall Mathers LP, Recovery, you know, that Eminem, Curtain Call, then that's different, you know. Favorite Kendrick and Drake album? Drake's obviously Take Care. Kendrick, if you had asked me in 2017, I would have said Damn, because, like, you know, I played it like every day of that year. But I still think it's Good Kid, Mad City. I think it's still Good Kid. Damn is second. Unpopular opinion, I guess. Section 80 is third. To Pimp a Butterfly is fourth after Section 80. Morale's obviously fifth. I'm sorry, but I'm not one of the To Pimp a Butterfly like dick riders. I'm just not. I really fucked with Section 80 when it came out. And it kind of pisses me off that Spiteful Chant is not on streaming services, because that was one of the hardest songs on the album. He should have cleared the sample, but maybe they didn't want to clear it. I don't know. Alright, this isn't the extended version of the song. Alright, I need another song, I guess. I know what we'll go with. Let's manifest that this comes into Shadow Generations. Alright, this person played Sonic X Shadow Generations. What are these points? Bragging and fatalism. What I played, about the game itself, other stuff. Okay. Yada yada yada. So he got to the convention. Interview with Sonic Team was on another day, so he played Shadow Gens. You could have played Sonic Gens, but he chose Shadow Gens because it's the new shit. Played around a third of the level. After a brief and unpleasant conversation, I was allowed to try again, almost fully. Managed to beat the level, which was also Westopolis, and 10 seconds of Biolizard. Here's the informative part. At the beginning, you choose between Sonic Generations and Shadow Gens, so it's really two different games, except you have to buy them both at once for some reason. It's called money. The gameplay is fitting to Sonic Generations. The boost mechanic works pretty much like there, although it's a bit more slippery. Might be just the controller's fault. Why would the controller be at fault when you're using the same controller for both? The homing attack was replaced through teleportation. I think he means like when Shadow does the homing attack, it's like he teleports. He doesn't just like shoot through. I'll call it Chaos Teleport. It acts the same, except you can go through walls. Oh yeah, I remember that. I hadn't access to Doom powers yet, but I could use Chaos Control where everything turns greenish and time stops. On the way, you can pick up items that look a bit like electric shield monitors to fill up the gauge. Oh, so the monitors fill up the gauge. That makes sense. The level Space Colony arc is well designed and features multiple parts. It introduces new players to the game with showing buttons to line up enemies near the beginning, so the player can test out how to use Chaos Teleport and Boost to defeat them at the same time. It also lets professionals show their skills. The new stuff is integrated well. At one point, you Chaos teleport yourself through a laser wall trap, or letting you to use Chaos Control to stop projectiles and using them as bridges and platforms. It really gives you the feeling of being powerful, but also brings across the challenge. An issue is the downgrade from Frontiers, considering camera control. In Frontiers expansion, you could freely move your camera in some level parts to see what's around. So you wait, Frontiers, you did have camera control in cyberspace then. I've forgotten, it's been a while since I played Frontiers. But you did have camera control in cyberspace, right? Frontiers fans, what's the result on that? Not in normal cyberspace. Wait, so in Final Horizon cyberspace, you had camera control, but not in the main? Why would they do that? Why would they separate it like that? They had camera control in certain sections, but that's a bit weird. They just flip-flop on whether you can have camera control. Here the camera is fixed and you can't really see alternate routes. Yeah, they're doing that fixed camera thing again. You know, it's kind of annoying that Gen started that. Well, did Colors start that? Maybe Colors started that. Shadow could have used a slightly altered pace allowing to explore the stage better because it's necessary. Given since 2005 we had to find the 4th emeralds in the computer room. The level design nicely different types of enemies and surrealism of what the heck happens whenever Black Doom Eye attacks. If the sound was more apparent, the atmosphere would be really good. As in the original, it's not too hard to get S ranks. So you still got the baby S ranks. I really wish they had bumped the S rank difficulty. That would have been one thing they could have done to even base gens to make it better. It's just toughen up the ranking system. Like, the littlest of things, man. The littlest. You're already removing the lives. Just like, make the S rank a little bit more work. Maybe. Make it actually mean something. Like, there's no point in an S rank if it's just a participation trophy. The whole point is it was supposed to be a bonus thing for the real fans. You know, the people that actually know how to play the game. Not the people that home and attack the badniks at the start of Modern Green Hill. You know. I haven't seen much of the other levels, but I still found out something while watching others. In the Biolis battle, there's a health gauge, and you find him with different strategies, including shooting some kind of yellow projectiles. Green is pretty much unaltered, but besides Hurricane is also fine through Chow. Did we see any footage of people finding the Chow? Like, I don't think we saw footage of that. The third one in Act 2 is under the bridge you couldn't destroy. Do we know what collecting the Chow gets? I've forgotten. I Am All of Me or All Hell Shadow is Shadow's theme. I Am All of Me is better than All Hell Shadow for sure. Yo, Bradley, when do you get here? There's footage, it's just that one Rooftop Run DLC mission. There is footage for the child collecting already? Oh, there was a mission for... Oh, yeah, there was a mission for it. I forgot about that. What else is here? In the Sega corner was a wall that said Sonic Movie 3 with a cool shadow back in front of it. They still use the Movie 2 image because they don't want to show anything for some reason. There was a rumor that they'll show us the trailer in August. Well, that's happening. I realized it was Live and Learn after the guitar solo. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I think we're done for today. I think we are done. Let's wrap up the stream. I mean, it's looking interesting so far. Apparently the Gamescom embargo lifts tomorrow. I'm saying tomorrow, but it's midnight. Apparently lifts today, Tuesday. So when the embargo lifts, I guess there'll be more news to talk about. But I don't know what time the embargo lifts. I know that UK time, the movie trailer is dropping at 2 p.m. And I'm doing a reaction stream to the movie trailer. So I'll probably go live at 1 something. To react to the movie trailer. And then Nintendo's got a direct at 3, so I have to do a reaction stream for that. And then we got this embargo lift for Shadow Generation, so if there's a bunch of information on that, then I'll go live for that. The Nintendo Direct will be on the Non-Sonic channel. The movie trailer reaction stream will be on this channel. And if the embargo list for Gamescom and there's enough things to warrant a stream, then that stream will be on this channel. If it's not enough to warrant a stream, then maybe you get a video. You got a Steam Deck and you're thinking of doing a Heroes playthrough? If you want to get Heroes running on the Steam Deck, at least the PC version, there's like a video you're gonna have to follow. Where's the video that I followed? I think it was this video. Yeah, I think the launch option, you need the shit to get the PC version running. If you're doing it through Dolphin, then you won't need that. So it depends on how you run it, I guess. But yeah, it's gonna be a busy day tomorrow. Bradley, stop talking about shit like that. And the answer to that is Saturday. Leave me alone. Ow, fuck, hit my foot. Anyway, movie trailer 3 is going down in... What time is it now? Carry the 1. 13.5 hours. So get your rest and get back here for the next stream. And the next one. And the next one. You know, that shit that Mr. Krabs said. I'm tired, man. I'm not gonna lie. I go to sleep and get ready for this movie stream. What time am I starting tomorrow's stream? Well, I gotta wake up. So whenever I wake up, then I'll prepare the stream, basically. Maybe I'll wake up at like 12. The trailer reveals at 2. So that gives me time to like set up the stream, go live, and get ready. If I could be live by like 1:30, I mean 30 minutes of waiting for the trailer, I mean what are we gonna do? I mean Americans, you gotta be up at like 6 in the morning, so you know. We'll play Heroes before the trailer. I don't want to upstage the trailer by playing the GOAT first, okay? You know. Stream update 3. Man, I don't even think I'll be up for that long to be streaming cyberspace. Do I prefer PC Heroes over Dolphin? Well, I prefer a PC port over like emulation. But technically the GameCube port is better in terms of the character AI. You gotta try that 16:9 mod. Yeah, they made it too complicated to set up, man. You gotta have like 4 different things installed just to get it running. You know, I have to set up at some point though. You know, I want to set it up. I'll get to it at some point. How would I feel if the final boss of Shadow Gens would have Super Shadow? I mean, it's a very meta-era thing to do, to not have Super at the end of the game. I hope they don't go that route. I hope they actually have Super in there. I think they will. It will be such a missed opportunity to not. How will you react if the trailers end with coming March 2025? Look, it is what it is, man. If it happens, it happens. As long as they don't make the UK wait extra time compared to everyone else. You know? I just don't want that shit. That shit annoys me. Dolphin at 16:9. Yeah, but we're talking about the PC 16:9 that actually moves the HUD. Not that emulator shit. Predictions for tomorrow's trailer. We'll see Shadow. Keanu Reeves will have a voice very similar to his regular voice so that people recognize him. Either Rouge or Amy show up, but not both of them because that would be too good, and I don't know if that will happen. one of them will show up. In before US is December, UK is in January. Then we sail the high seas, Bradley. Then we sail the high seas. You know, I'm not doing that. That's just ridiculous. What do you think will be revealed about Shadow Generations after the embargo? Predictions? Well, if they really got access to another demo, like a private demo, they're gonna have to throw us some kind of bone. Maybe we'll see in the Nintendo Direct. I don't know, like another trailer. I don't know. Maybe they show more of the open zone for Shadow. Maybe they show some changes to base gens that we don't know about yet. Wink, wink. You still remember the first rant video from 2018 when the first movie dates were confirmed? Yeah, I mean, that regional shit is fucking annoying. Can't stand that shit. How you gonna let North Korea get the movie before England? What's North Korea done for Sonic? Okay. Did they provide the nukes that Eggman used to blow up the moon in SA2? I don't know. They fixed the wall slide glitch in Gen, so we don't need a mod now. Which wall slide glitch? How long of a break do you expect between Sonic 3 and 4? 4 years? They've been doing a 2-year cycle this whole time. Why would they switch to 4? You know? If movie 3 makes the money that they want it to make, why would they wait 4 years? Yes, you're late. You're at the end of the stream. But we're going to be streaming our reaction to the movie trailer, so you can show up for that, okay? It's going to be hype. Predictions for how much the movie will sell. Let's see. Highest grossing video game film adaptations. Mario did 1.3 bill. Detective Pikachu 450 mil. Warcraft. People showed up for Warcraft. Rampage, Uncharted. So Sonic 1 did 320 mil. Sonic 2 did 405 mil. I'm gonna predict half a billion at least. Sonic 1 did just over 300 mil. Sonic 2 400 mil. Keanu Reeves as Shadow. Yeah. I'm gonna be bold. Factor in inflation as well. Let's do inflation. Detective Pikachu is 2019. Okay. Let's do inflation right quick, because inflation factors into this. Right. So in 2019, that's what Detective Pikachu did. So 450 million in 2019 is actually 550 million in 2024. So let's compare that. If we did 500 million in 2024, that's equivalent to 400 million in 2019. So Sonic 2 was 2022, did 405 million. 405 million. So that's equivalent to 435 million now. Yeah, so my prediction for Sonic 3, it does half a billy. It does half a billy. More than that, we'll see. But if it does the half a billy, then that makes it the second highest grossing video game movie of all time. Thanks to Mario, we're never gonna be first. But, you know, it is what it is. Okay? Someone said 600 to 750. Listen, man, I would love for that to happen, but we'll see. I mean, Shadow is cool, right? And it's Keanu. Like, it's Keanu, right? How much is John Wick sold, actually? That's a good question. Oh, yeah, this shit gonna outdo John Wick. I thought John Wick sold way more than that. I just assumed it was bigger than that. Yeah. This is about to be Keanu's biggest movie since The Matrix, right? Where's the list? These are all Keanu's movies, right? Sort by international box office. Wait, he was in Toy Story 4? I need to watch Toy Story. I haven't watched Toy Story 4. The Matrix Reloaded outsold The Matrix? Really? It's always the sequel that benefits from the goatedness of the original, right? Yeah, so based on these numbers, this is about to be Keanu's like... Oh wait, wait, worldwide box office. These are different numbers. Okay, here we go. I was looking at the wrong category. Toy Story 4 did a bill. Matrix was 7. Okay, here we go. What the fuck is the difference between international box office and worldwide box office? Isn't international and worldwide the same thing? Ain't that the same shit? Anyway, looking at his movies, what the fuck is that? Even cowgirls get the what the fuck is that? Anyway, if Sonic Movie 3 does 500 mil, that's gonna be Keanu's third biggest movie. That's crazy. What? I mean, I know inflation, right? The Matrix came out in 99, right? The Matrix came out in 99, right? So the Matrix did 465 mil, right? That's like equivalent to 877 mil in 2024. But obviously, if we don't factor in inflation, Sonic Movie 3 is about to outsell The Matrix. It's gonna be a bigger movie for Keanu than The Matrix in terms of like box office if it does 500 mil. Now again, inflation. But that's just weird. It could be a top 3 Keanu movie in terms of box office because inflation, right? You know, I don't think it's gonna be Reloaded, but you know. How do you rank SCDX below 06 if SCDX has a higher rating out of 10? What? Look, it's not a perfect system. The numbers are like slightly more objective. The rankings are personal preference. But I always said that if SA1 got a remake and it was a good, well done remake, it would be my second favorite Sonic game right after Heroes. SA1 would be my second favorite Sonic game if it got a modern remake and it was really good. Not like automated to all hell to appease the casuals and removing all the challenge, but like a great remake, then SA1 will be number 2 for me. So, you know, will they do it? I mean, they will remake Adventure 1 at some point, but they probably won't do it properly. They'll probably replace the voice acting with like Roger and add so much automation that doesn't feel like the same game. But the perfect SA1 remake in my head would be my second favorite Sonic game after Heroes. But yeah, he's referring to this list, by the way. Those of you who weren't there for that. But yeah, I'm tired now and very, very hungry. So I'm about to end this stream. Thanks everyone for tuning in. We will be back in like 13 hours for that movie 2. Sorry, not movie 3 reaction. We're gonna hear Keanu in his biggest movie since The Matrix, basically. Well, not including Toy Story 4. Let's not include that. But yeah, make sure to tune in to the stream in like 12-13 hours. Set your alarms. Those of you in America where it's the trailer 6 a.m., yeah, set your fucking alarms. Because you don't want to sleep and miss it. Stream's gonna be hot. Get ready. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. More content coming soon to the channel. But yeah, man. That's all I have to say right now. So, Daremy out.